Hello, hello, and welcome to the Digital Diversity here. We're gonna play some queer visual novels today, because that is our want here on the Digital Diversity. Shining a light on games made by the LGBTQIA+ game community. And today we have two deliciously supernatural games or visual novels on the list. We have A Nightmare's Trip by the wonderful Sky Hour Works, and we have Fran and the Demon Hunter by Tangled Virus, the first part of the Fran and the Demon Hunter series that we will no doubt get to and play all of in time, and I am super excited. I am already loving this menu music by that's the wonderful A Nightmare's Trip music. Let's see, do we have any content warnings for tonight? A Nightmare's Trip has 0 content warnings that we have to worry about. That's wonderful. I am always a fan of devs that put whatever content warnings they have on their games. Looks like we have got a couple for the second game for tonight, but not for the first one. You're here! Welcome, Tangled Virus. We will be getting to your game after this first one. How are you doing today? Are you excited? I'm excited, because we played one of your games last time, and I'm excited to play more. Are we up to 100 games on the Digital Diversity playlist yet? We've got to be getting close. We have got to be getting close now. How many is this? I don't know. It doesn't say. Many. So many. Add a collection. Does it say? Actually, I'll have to go and add one. Let's find out. Let's find one that I have got on my list. Alright. Let's see. You're excited and hyped? I'm excited and hyped. I am always excited and hyped to play more visual novels, because that's what we goddamn do around here. In abundance. We're up to 90 games. Gods. And I don't think I've added all of yours yet, Tangled. I will no doubt end up getting pretty close to 100 games on the list. I am very excited once we get to that point, because like this is just a fraction. This is just a fraction of what is available, made by the awesome queer community. And let's see, if folks want to check it out, there is a link in the chat now for my personally curated list. You are the lead dev of A Nightmare's Trip. Then you would recognize this music. Wonderful to have you here. Chi? Is that the best way? Is that how I say your name? We have Tangled, who is the... You're actually playing Smash with friends? That's okay. That's all good. Who are you playing in Smash? You do? Wonderful. I think we're good. I think we're all good. So we've got Chi and we've got Tangled, and I think we're in a good place to get ourselves going here. I'm in a very queer mood today. I'm feeling quite elated and quite happy right now. So this is a good time to do it. I got my new Pridezilla up on the wall, and I love them. I love them. So much gay energy. And it just, like, beams straight into my head. Like, gotta love that atomic gay energy just beaming straight into my head now. This is the plan, just long term, get those things up there. Alright, let's switch over to a game. This game, I'm already recognizing some very fun elements of what looks like Japan that I quite like, so we'll get there from there. Is that Japan or is that China? I can't tell. Everything's kind of muted. All right. I love this layout already. I love this menu sequence. It's really pretty. Um. Hey, Jason. Welcome, welcome. We got some more NBs here. All right. Credits, because we always bring credits first. Show you all the wonderful people who have made this game. Whoop! And now, let's start A Nightmare's Trip. Because I am very curious to see this one. Let's check it out. Ooh, I got an achievement just for starting. The journey's beginning. Not all of us remember what it's like. That's what other people in nature are telling me. But I can. The night on which I was born, I can still remember the glee I was filled with at the thought that I would make this new world mine. But, is that quite right? No. Hey! More pride hearts. More pride hearts. This world, it didn't become mine at all. Instead, that night, as I sought my freedom, I became more trapped than I could have known. 'Twas the night I was unshackled from the chains onto which I was bound, and I cast aside the conductor who'd borne me. That night I did something terrible, didn't I? Ooh. Ooh. I'm getting very fun vibes out of this one. It was late. They say you're supposed to turn the lights off before you sleep, but this kid had them on. Perhaps for some comfort. But it was useless. The bags under their eyes showed the truth. It was the same routine every night I gained consciousness. In the light, the shadows just grew longer, drawing them to what was coming. That just made it worse. It's you again, isn't it? Please, please, just go away. I approached. My movements were slow, lethargic. Inch by steady inch, the kid watched me waver and shift and squirmed. They always pushed their eyes shut as if that could somehow stop it. But when they do that, I simply call upon... Ooh, the fear of sound. Let's go with that. Children have this fear. The fear of thunder far off in the stormy skies. The fear they have of being stuck in the train rails. Of being caught in the path of the far off noise as it came close. What are you doing? It matters not how tightly their eyes may close or how hard they may muffle their ears. The noise is inside their head. This is creepy as fuck. I'm liking this. I don't normally do horror, but I do like a little bit of creepy now and then. They immediately freeze up, trying to still their breath and pretend as if they're already dead. No matter, I can still feel their warmth, their connection, and so there is no escaping me. Good vibe? I'm fan? Yeah. Wait in silence. I relax, waiting to pounce the moment they should show a hint of life. That continues to try and playing dead, but it proves to be no avail. I already know they're still there, trembling with fear. Okay, we need to do this. I was almost there, almost free, and I am so close. Just hurt them. Keep hurting. Why won't they let go? Let go. Let go.
of me. Why won't they just let go of their fear?
Ooh. 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 If I'm getting this mic, I may as well play with it. Let's do this.
It was time to finish this. With haste, my many fangs immediately sharpen and I attack. To a surprise, my attacks still don't hurt them. Instead, I feel their anger, their anxieties, their weaknesses. It all spills into me, changes me. It changes my form. Their name. Wait, that isn't right. What was their name? Why can't I remember? In an instant, the world around me darkens into nothingness. I hear a faint, quiet voice. A noise can't hurt you. Mom? It's just a nightmare. Don't worry, it's slowly passing. You'll forget about it in the morning. For would it be so simple of me? This child's connection is one that I've been cut away from, one that's allowed me to be my own being. But now that it's been left behind, it's possible I'll never feel whole again. I feel so empty. So very. Is this how this dream ends? Just another nightmare to wake up from and forget? Is there more? Can there be more I haven't realized? Prologue. Birth of a Nightmare.
Sorry, I need to do that. I haven't done that sort of thing before. My journey begins in the waking dawn. As I slowly ease into consciousness, I begin to feel the sensation that I was forgetting something. Huh? Snapping awake, I slam the alarm clock snooze button in an instant. Happy birthday, nightmare! My entire body is alert and the shock of it remains for a brief duration. I take stock of my surroundings. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no! I'm gonna miss my flight! I love this cut. This like dramatic cut between it. It's like where the nightmare's busy doing their thing, and maybe I should be on the other side. Let's move me so we can look at this cute goddamn nightmare. Look how cute they are. Fuck. Where can I move me? Actually, I'll move me up the top here. There we go. That way we can see everything. I'll move that across. Wah. There we go. Hey, welcome. Oh, never mind. False alarm. Thank God. Okay. I don't have to worry about leaving for another hour. I close my eyes again. Look how cute they are. It's so cute. Wait, no, actually, I do have to leave right now. I immediately jolt out of my bed, feeling the thud of my feet on the carpeted floor. My fluffy chest feels free, loose, and heavy as it bounces in tune with my foot beats. My legs tremble stiff and my heart races, hoping I didn't wake up my housemates with this racket. I seize my phone from the nightstand. 2 a.m. Oh, good God. It's a hell of a time for a flight. Well, that's not good. They're just so fucking cute. Oh. Cutest nightmare ever. Calling it now. It's not good at all. Assuming the taxi doesn't run into much trouble with traffic, I'm going to arrive nearly 20 minutes late. Oh, jeez. Is this the nightmare of the nightmare? Well, okay, the flight leaves around 7:25 a.m. and I still have around 3 hours to kill by the time I get to the gate, but who knows, anything could happen along the way. Security could take longer than it should. I could get lost and have trouble finding my gate. And what if the train inside the airport breaks down? This art. I love this mix of very filtered real life photos. I've always been a fan of these. And this gorgeous stylized comic cartoonish like nightmare. Also this UI is just cute as heck, just gotta say. Guess I should stop worrying and mumbling so much, but oh geez, I can't help worrying. I continue to be a mess. Okay. Let's think about things one step at a time. First I gotta grab my suitcase. Then gotta wait for the taxi. And then finally... Holy crap! What? What? Holy shit! Thank you! KP3228! Thanks for gifting all those subs. I guess you'll have access to a nice smiley emote now. Why y'all gotta do this to me? Oh, thank you. And those subs go directly to support the Digital Diversity Project, bringing these games into some light that they deserve. Okay, we're good. Okay. I read that wrong at the start, and it's like, thank you for gifting 41 subscriptions, and I'm like, what the hell just happened? Thank you. You're amazing and wonderful. Yawn. I gotta get some sleep. Wake me when we get there. Wake me up before you go. 40 minutes later. Grr. I felt like I slept for hours. What is a nightmare dream in nightmares? I was just trapped in a strange dreamscape, subject to the many visions my mind has been meaning to unleash. But I can't even remember any of it. Any semblance has faded away in mere moments. Oh well. As I awake, I take a small glance at the taxi driver who hasn't said a word since the beginning of the ride. They've probably just been waiting there the whole time. But I didn't need to hear any words to see my destination. Lunar Skyport, flashing brightly on the monitor. I tug my fur lightly and brace for an immediate rush. I'm here in a good time. Oh my god, we get to play a furry nightmare. This is gonna be beautiful. I love this. I rush in to the check-in to immediately do just that. Check in for my flight, making sure my suitcase is tagged properly as carry-on. God, I want to go for a flight. I haven't been to Japan in 3 years now. This needs to be fixed. Adrian, correct? Oh yeah, that's me. Am I clear to pass? Yes, allow me to check your bag. I hand the handling agent my suitcase. After they weigh and tag it, they place the suitcase onto a large conveyor belt where it quickly disappears from sight. Thereafter, they quickly pull their attention back to their computer and print out my boarding pass. Here's your boarding pass. Your gate is D7. They even have pronouns on the boarding pass. Why can't we get this in reality? Like, that's all we need. That's all we need is a boarding pass. A name, pronouns, where you're going, where you're coming from. Okay, Chi, I'm putting you in charge of airports. You're in charge of all the world's airports now. I want you to push out this pronoun on boarding passes thing. Because I am sick to shit of being misgendered on flights. Ah, thank you. The next step is to successfully pass through security. Without even starting, I can tell this is going to be a trial. Every early morning flyer, a tiresome bane in my way. The line's fairly slow and my tapping foot gains speed as I grow more and more restless. With just a small backpack remaining, all I have to do is place my phone and game system into a separate container and I'm good to go. What kind of game system does a nightmare have? Like, do they have a Switch? Or would they have a DS? Ooh, or a PSP. It's a good question. What would you have if you were a nightmare? Well, except... Please step into the scanner, please. Alright. I enter the scanner and pull my hands up, but as soon as the scanner's camera passes by me, it glows red. Sorry, but could you give us another 30 seconds? We need to run the scanner again. Wait, did something go wrong? Well, are you by any chance still carrying any electronics? No, just this watch I have. Please hand it over to me. Oops, sorry. This game was largely based on a trip you made to Japan, Taiwan last summer. Yeah, it feels right. A nightmare would have a Switch. Yeah. I think a nightmare would have a Switch with Stardew Valley on it. Just saying. Or... No, they'd have an advanced copy of Animal Crossing. Nightmares get it all 6 months ahead of us. This definitely feels like heading off to heading off to somewhere like that. I suppose you couldn't tell underneath all that fluff. Better hope you aren't traveling to a hot country. I think it'll be okay, sir. Thank you. Yeah, right? Nightmares would fucking love Animal Crossing. Security passed. Now it's time to head to my gate. What was it again? B7, right? I check my boarding pass as I head off to B gates and immediately swivel on my heel and start heading to my destination. Good thing I checked. I nearly headed in the completely wrong direction. D7 is in Terminal 1, which I need to get to via the train. Crazy, right? There's a metro in here. Well, it's definitely cleaner and faster than the metro back in the area. It's hard to keep balance as the train speeds up at an unimaginable pace, but thankfully, by the time I started to fall down, I managed to stumble out of the train and head towards my terminal. I love all the cute question marks. This feels like it feels like what you'd get in, say, an Animal Crossing game like that. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Question marks. 5:42 a.m. There's a lot of time to kill before my flight leaves. See, this is why I always fly out at 10 p.m. So, when I go to Japan, I fly out at 10 p.m. Eastern Australia time, and I land at 5:30. I don't have to turn up at 5:30. Benefit of being so close to that and being on a very similar time zone. I probably shouldn't have been so worried about being late, but I guess that's the kind of person I am. Oh, little nightmare, you and I are exactly the same like that. I'm always anxious and nervous about everything. Setting up a trip like this was nearly impossible without Riley's help. I plopped down on a chair next to my gate before I immediately realized I should have some kind of breakfast. Looking like a fool, I get up and bolt towards the terminal map. Now, where should I eat? Ooh. Pretzels? So do we want Max Pretzels or Meow Wow Chow? I'm immediately tempted to head towards Meow Wow Chow, because that sounds pretty good, but pretzels are tasty. This feels like an important decision to make, so I'm gonna need some help with this one. Meow Wow? Meow Wow Chow. Okay. Everyone's like all in on the Meow Wow Chow. I head towards the store and order the titular Meow Wow Chow, a simple breakfast with toast, sausages, eggs, and fries. If I hadn't just had some pizza, I would be very hungry right now, because that looks amazing. Smack wob crunch. The sandwich starts to fall apart as I try to take massive chunky bites out of it. This feels like a curse, but I prevail nonetheless. I smash the sandwich into my untamed gob successfully. I head back to the gate feeling refreshed and ready to go, immediately checking my phone's clock. 6:20 a.m. Still roughly 1 hour to kill. I wonder if anyone's online. Riley's on, playing Dragon Pest 11 early in the morning. Dragon Pest? Oh, Dragon Quest. Right, of course it is. I never got around to playing those games, but I get the reference. Let me go pester him. Psst, hey. You caught me, didn't ya? Oh, they're adorable too. I did indeed. So, you got your situation situated? Yes. I'm currently waiting for my flight to leave. Excellent. How's the new expansion? Oh, it's pretty good. They've really stepped up writing for the main story, and new classes are fun. I'll join when I get home. Don't worry about it. You've earned this trip, man. To me, Kumo City is like the kind of place that's just fun for a walk around, waste of time in. But in case that sounds like a terrible idea to you, I have sent you that doc I made on the cool, sick locations you can check out. Holy shit, Riley sounds just like me whenever people talk about going over to Japan. Like, they go, because people always say, oh, I'll go to this and this. It's like, how about you try these? Yeah, I know. I don't know what I really want to do there besides play games, buy stuff, eat food. Man, that is all you should do there. Okay, there's some cool historical stuff and such that you could also do, but, you know, video games. Hey, get me a cool figure if you see one anywhere. Any specific series? Just to watch Evo Japan? Yeah, there's so much over there to do. Like, I've been 4 times and seen a fraction. But, like, I haven't gone over there since I started my kaiju collection, like all my figures and stuff. And I have a feeling I'm gonna go over there with an empty suitcase and just come back with like 30 kilos of figurines. But I also miss the food over there. The food is so good. Nah, just get me whatever. I'll probably know where it's from. Specific weeb kind of person who knows every anime, and it's just like, get me a figure, I'll know what it's from. I put my phone away, making a scrunched up face, as I generally wonder if Riley's screwing with me. Then again, he pretty much knows everything anime, which, more power to him. I check my phone's clock again, pulling it out of the pocket right after taking it out. 7 AM. Time to line up for boarding. I make haste to the line before checking the monitor, realizing inevitable terror. Flight boarding has been delayed until 7:40. Fuck. So now I have to stay standing for another 40 minutes. If you go, you'll probably buy a ton of King of Fighters, Seismic Gear, and Madoka Magica stuff. I know so many people into Madoka Magica. Yeah, like, Japan's one of those places you go to, and it doesn't matter how much you intend to see, you will only fractionally skim the surface of what's there. Even if you try and stay away from the primarily touristy shit, you will barely see it. You got to check out Another No Warehouse. What was Another No Warehouse? 7:10 AM. That's the thing, I've had this sort of like this kind of discussion with a bunch of people in the past. It's like people go to Japan and there's a bunch of different kinds of people who go over there, but most of the people I know who go over for the very strictly touristy stuff and only see the very top layer. So they don't see any of the really problematic stuff, but they don't see any of the really beautiful deep shit as well. Like, and you don't need to go far to see that. Just by walking off the main tourist parts, you will see what no one else sees. Or you'll see what barely anyone sees. I love the expression. This is so good. I put away my handheld console after feeling cramps in my soft hands. 7:20 AM. The line gets longer and I realize leaving it to sit down is a bad idea. 7:30 AM. My legs begin to feel incredibly stiff and I feel like I'm petrifying into a stone statue. 7:39 AM. And then flight ITEW66 is now ready for boarding. Yeah, just wander around with your eyes open. Wherever you go, just wander around with your eyes open and see what's there. Like, look up, look down, look all around you, and just, like, go in different directions. So arcade inside is stylized from the outside inside, like a rundown Hong Kong. Oh, that's so cool. I think I remember that, yeah. Someone mentioned it. Hooray! The line's moving. Oh. I enter the plane looking for my seat, 29F. Yeah, 29F's usually a good seat, because that's going to be middle back on the right. You'll have a window seat, probably. Yeah, it's a good seat. They chose a good seat. It's very far back. I trudged through the massive line for 5 straight minutes before finally heading towards my seat. God, that's a big plane. I stow my backpack and plop down, gearing ahead for the long, long trip that I'm about to take. We can hear a mic intercom pick up, and the flight attendant begins providing the service announcements for the morning. Good morning, everyone. We're sorry, but we'll take an additional 20 minutes before the plane takes off. Please head to your assigned seat as soon as possible. A translator then provides this same announcement in a foreign language. That I actually like. If you ever, like, I don't know how it's like flying to other countries, but you go to Japan and they do the announcements in both languages, and it's really interesting to, like, compare the translation. Yo. Oh, it is in Japanese. I can't read that much kanji. What have you done, Chi? I can read the hiragana, but that's about it. I don't think I can recognize any of that kanji. Oh god, it's been too long. Always welcome on board Skyline's Flight 2LV, bound for Kumo City. Wait, did the flight number change? What the hell? Flight ITEW66 ready for boarding. Flight 2LV. Oh no, this is one of those situations where they, like, the flight number and the plane number are different things. Okay, I just got thrown by that for a second. I can't read that. My name is Tora, and I am your in-flight service director. Your cabin crew are here to ensure that you have an enjoyable flight to Kumo City, so sit back, relax, and enjoy. This is really good. Like, this is a beautiful attention to detail here. I begin to doze off immediately, ignoring their request to follow the safety instruction videos. I'm on board with that. Like, if noise cancelling headphones, if you can be unconscious by the time they start doing the instruction videos, you're doing well. The plane's instructional video blares, simultaneously educating about flight safety and also promoting an upcoming action movie about an 8-legged high school student going on a trip. Okay, that's the plane's model. Oh, okay. As the instructional video finishes, the plane starts moving and then accelerating. And then off it goes. Blah, 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 blah. My eyes are shocked wide open. We're now off the ground, and the inertia of the takeoff carries my entire body to the back of the seat. The plane then stabilizes, and I hear a bing sound. A kid gets off their seats and starts running straight to the lavatory. It can either be Japanese or Chinese random... Ah! You've got some RNG in here. I love... I love visual novels that have managed to put in RNG. There's some really cool stuff. So, what was I playing before? Incompatible Species is a really good one that I played a while ago. And they have RNG for one of their characters. Because their character... one of their characters is non-binary and can use he, she, or they pronouns based on the RNG of the game. So, like, and your chance of getting any of those is totally randomized. So I really love seeing it used because it means that, you know, not everyone's going to get the same experience. I tried to sleep at the flight, which is a note in the Japanese Chinese, like, not accurately what it seems to be. Oh, really? I am really keen to find out what that is then. I'm pretty tired, so it shouldn't be too hard, right? Sleeping on planes is so rough sometimes. I have never managed to sleep on the flight to Japan. Easter egg for the trilingual. Like, it's a 9 or 10 hour flight to Japan and back. I have never managed to fall asleep on the flight. I don't know why. Can you please stop doing that? Sorry. It was hard and I'm still very sleepy. I'm not sure how long I was out, but I feel even more exhausted than when I close my eyes. Your favorite joke in the game? I guess I can take out my handheld console. Handheld console. I'm surprised you didn't put a TM at the end of that. Handheld console. Trademark. And play some games I've been meaning to catch up on. Ooh. One Step from Eden definitely sounds like a Animal Crossing or Stardew reference. Noise... Rhythm game? It'd have to be a rhythm game. How right am I? Before I pick them. I'm curious. I mean, I think I'd be more likely to spend more time in that kind of one. I'm curious. Let's find out. Sounds like End of the World, yeah. Oh my god, I completely missed it. One Step from Eden is an action roguelike game where you fight on a grid. Fast-paced, chaotic, and frankly overwhelming. Ooh, I'm curious what the other one is then. Can we... Oh, I can't go up to it. Goddamn locks. They're real games friends made. Nice. Game over. Wow, I'm really bad at this. But just as I'm about to completely fall into my groove, the heaviness of my eyelids begins weighing on me once more. Where was this feeling before the flight? I attempt to fight my slow descent into unconscious, but it's a hopeless struggle. I succumb to it and knock flat out. 15 hours later. Ding! The first thing I see is the seatbelt light turning on. Well, no, actually, the first thing I see is a Seismic Go Crows magazine tucked into the seat in front of me. But then my eyes are drawn to the seatbelt light. I try to get my bearings as I look around, seeing everyone awake and having tea. A flight attendant comes towards my aisle seat. Excuse me, but you haven't received your complimentary snack. What the fuck? I don't want to eat that. I want to keep it as a pet. It's adorable. Also, this UI is so freaking adorable. I love that there's a suitcase. The options board is a suitcase with a paw print and a sable on that. And, like, this is so cute. Oh, that's the flight person. Alright, there we go. I thought that was the snack. I want to be their friend. A rare flight person. Oh, tosses me a bag of chips. Okay, that's more like it. Oh. Thank you. Oh, you're very welcome. They're piranha plants. They're a personified piranha plant, and I want them in Smash. And I love that this stays up there too. Say, aren't you one of them nightmares? Yeah, you could say that. I don't know too many of them. Does it feel weird going from being a clump of someone's fears and anxieties into branching off to become your own stubby little person? I mean, yeah, she's right. I wouldn't describe myself like that, though. That's a way of seeing it. Our creators are generally referred to as conductors. They say fear is like music, and anyone that sees their fear so clearly as to direct into something real is as skilled as a conductor or something. Interesting. And yours? They really must be something to make a face as darling as yours has been. A little bit. I think they're in Kumo City. So is that why you're flying to the city? Are you both like friends, or are you planning to hop over with a surprise visit? Sorry, I'm just a bit curious creature. I don't mean to pry. They're still adorable and I love them. I'm just on vacation. Oh, I see. Just a simple trip? Yeah, just a simple trip. I see, I see. She seems doubtful of that answer. Anyways, Kumo City is a lot of fun. There's so many places to visit, so don't worry about having nothing else to do there, kiddo. She takes a huge breath to catch up with her excitement. Gigantic, huge breath? What you planning on doing? Maybe you want to see them animes. Yeah, I do. Interesting. I don't get it, but I'm sure there's reason why y'all whippersnappers enjoy them. I recall slightly at their answer. Okay, everyone has to tell me their favorite anime. Or one of their favorite animes. Otherwise, I'm not going to move ahead. So, my favorite overall is Ghost in the Shell. And it has been my favorite since, like, 1995 or 1996, where I saw it first. I am a big Motoko Kutsunagi fan. And I think that anime gave me my love of philosophy as well. So it's been really interesting to see how they've done the anime differently over the years. But I need to know about your whippersnappers' interest in animes. Last Exile? Hell yeah. Symphonia, Madoka, Magical Flow. The only ones I know about in that one are Last Exile and Madoka. I used to freaking love Last Exile. I think I've still got the DVDs around somewhere. It's such a beautiful story. It's such a beautiful soundtrack and art style too. But it's time to keep my smile up anyway. Well, gotta head back to my station. It was so nice talking with you. Enjoy the rest of your flight. Oh, we made a complimentary friend. Serial Experiments Lane. Good. I like that one. She walks away and leaves me by myself. With that conversation out of the way, I pull my sights towards the window. The beautiful night sky paints over the bright lit city. My plane ride is finally over. We will be lowering altitude now. Please buckle your seatbelts. I shake in excitement as my ears begin to pop again. Yay! Hey! Chapter 1. Taking Flight. Symphogear is about gay girls singing and punching stuff, and Flip Flap is about gay girls going on adventures. I need to add these to my list. Give me a sec. I'm just going to add these two anime to my list. Because these sound like ones I need to see. There we go. The plane shakes and bounces around as it reaches the ground. The air pressure finally normalizes, and the need for swallowing is at an end. I check my phone, realizing that my phone data doesn't go this far. Great. All of the passengers grab their carry-on bags and begin skittering out of the gate. I follow, stumbling into the terminal. I felt like my incredibly long nap on the flight didn't help curb my exhaustion one single bit, and I'm still dazed. Hey! Welcome, welcome. That's kind of trashy though, but fun. Trashy one. Hey, welcome. It's probably best to get myself out of here and into a comfy plush bed as soon as possible. Let's see, I have to take a train to get to the hotel district. Got it. That shouldn't be any trouble. Oh, it is actually. I have no idea where I'm going. Okay. So that's the ticket station over there. I check the times list on the station. Mog Station, as it's called. I head over to the counter and purchase a ticket for the next train. What? It's leaving in 5 minutes? Oh man. This looks a bit like... It looks a bit like, Narita? Flop. A Mog? They look like they're quite the trip. Pan. I barely managed to catch the train in time, stumbling and clumsily landing onto the closest seat. Man, is it too late for this or too early? I don't know which is which. I finally can rest. Now it's time to see if... Oh, my game console has no battery left. Must have been on when I clonked out. I checked my phone too. Right, I need to get a SIM card or something first. Sigh. Why is this train an hour long? 1 hour later. We have now arrived at the train station. Finally, one step closer to bed. For someone that's been asleep for most of this game, they're very tired all the time, and I feel that. I stumble out of the train and continue to navigate my way around the station before realizing a shock horror. I have absolutely zero idea where I'm going. Yeah, that sounds about right. No, the data here sucks. I can't even load the map. What should I do? Bed, oh bed, do I want to sleep in a lush, comfortable bed? I loudly groan. God, first time you get over to another country and you have no internet and no map and you're just panicking. Just as I pick my carry up and head straight towards one of the exits, I hear a loud voice right behind me. Yo, that's totally not the right way, man. I slowly turn around. You looking for the hotels? Most of them on the other side. I love the elbow spikes. What's that say? Bing Motco. Facing towards me is a person with long mantis-like arms wearing a flat cap. You're traveling around, right? Yeah? Oh, I see. The direction you're heading over is like the commercial area, man. Oh. Do you want help, man? I'm not sure. I just stumbled out of the train. Somebody mentioned a Mog or something? God, if someone just kept going man to me like that, I'd probably just walk away. I got no data and yeah, I'm lost. I'm gonna hope that wasn't referring to you, but anyways, I could take you round to the place since you're having trouble. You mean it? Gangle suddenly beams up, seemingly excited to get to show me around. Oh, my name is Gangle. Heck yeah, man. Name's Gangle. He, him. Wait. We know what their name is before they tell us. We're psychic. I've known the ins and outs of Kumo City since I was like 7, man. I'm not a fan of Gangle's thing of going man to everyone before he knows like what our pronouns are, but you know what? Nice to meet you and thank you for so much for helping me out. It's a pleasure, man. Now, what's the exact hotel you're looking for? Well, it's called Ueno. Staying in Ueno? I mean, that's not a bad idea. You're very close to the zoo. For real, man? That one's quite a history. It's also fairly cramped. Is it? Yeah, follow me. The two of us head towards the exit. Despite the massive density of people walking around here, Gangle seems to navigate around like a champ. You love Adrian? Adrian's amazing. Plushie of Adrian? Yeah. Yeah, can we get a plushie of Adrian, please? Like, please? Can we get that? Or pins, or stickers, or like, something. This is a pin. Just this is a pin. This gorgeous little, little face is so cute. How's he do it? There's so many people around here and it's like almost midnight. Kumo City really is the city that never sleeps, huh? Send us 9,999 money, you make a punch. $100 money? 200 money? 1,200 money? I think that's like another 1,000 money. Okay, we're at 2,200 money. 2,300 money? 2,400 money? Your mistake was not specifying which money. Wait. Whoops. Whoopsies. I dropped my microphone. That was probably very loud. But I think I have got a bag of 1 yen coins around here somewhere. If you're serious. Alright, where were we? Wait. Oh, there it is. It just dropped like two lines in my scenes. Okay, where were we? So I know what you're thinking. Gangle, how come there's so many freaking people around here this late at night? Did you read my mind? Huh, no, you just have that kind of face on you. Did we lose our students? I guess we're at the end of that song. Wow, do I really look that lost? Oh, there we go. Well, I'd be delighted to know why. I've got that bag of 1 yen coins around here somewhere. I think I have like 200 or 300 1 yen coins. So I'll send those to you. So there's a lot of various factors, but it's mostly about being good old age tradition. This entire city is what I described as an amazing culture clash, man. Like, imagine cultures as people. Wicked stuff, dude. Oh, but not a violent clash, right? More like an exchange of ideas. Oh, you sound like a scholar, man. Wow, thanks. Man. History's cool. How about I indulge you in our society, man? Sure, let's hang out with Gangle. Let's hang the fuck out with Gangle. Okay. So. You see, Kumo City is a weird mishmash of several cities across alternate dimensions. Most notably, some place referred to as Taiwan and Aero Japan in their respective dimensions. Gangle, what have you been smoking? The strange thing is the population in total only consists of 10% of those city's citizens. Most of the residents of Kumo City are often travelers of completely different worlds. Which is crazy, right? So what happened to most of them? Beats me. There's like, I think a full building dedicated to the list of people missing. Oh. Yeah, I know. Compared to like
Natali and Luna's lead, many people's perspectives have been soured by that, and the general vibe has been less than positive as a result. Gangle immediately turns his frown upside down, not literally of course, and begins expressively stretching his arms out. Yo, did you know that there's this amazing underground mall? An underground mall. Yeah, it's connected with the metro there. It's super tubular, like in a literal sense. God, what the hell is Gangle smoking? Any tourist would be whack not to check out that place. So, you're here, you've made this game, tell me more about this game, Chi. Tell me more. And, Moxie, is that you, Fang? Moxie? Yeah. Hey! The punk ass stuff? Yeah. Tell me more about the game. Tell me more about making it and stuff like that. I mean, I'll probably get at least one of you in to talk about the game later. Oh yeah, I mean, I bet you like anime and video games, right? Yeah, I do. Well, the mall is like the one-stop place to buy anything related to that. You'll like it. You wanted Adrian to be an evil bastard? Oh, but they're so cute and sweet and innocent. Noted. But you should first tell me where I can even find it. Well, I could show it on your phone's maps sometime later. I could totally recommend visiting the mall on Saturday, by the way, and at like tomorrow. Lots of shops have blowout as heck sales on Saturday. So perhaps if you need something fresh for tomorrow too, probably hit like an arcade or something. Oh, you should check out The Scramble. The what? The Scramble. Scramble. Go deep into the heart of the city, man, and find the most crowded, radical clashing of cultures in existence. That sounds terrifying. I don't think a crowded crossroads is a bad idea of a tourist spot. Oh god, is that like the Shibuya crossing? Look how terrified they look. Let's get some more light. Do you know where it is? Oh, you'll find it in the main shopping district of the city. I see. I was thinking about checking out the places there first. Okay, cool. So you'll probably visit The Scramble. Sure. Yeah, I know. We continue strolling along the street, passing by many buildings. Crazy, isn't it? This district's got a rad mix of local mom and pop shops, large towers of offices, and awesome places to eat. Everywhere down the corner. So if you go into that one area on the right, you're bound to see millions of places that serve tasty meats and drinks. I would like to go down that way, please. That's cool, but isn't like 10 p.m? That's awfully late. Also, it's kind of sketchy. I can see that, man. It's really weird seeing younger kids walking around that block sometimes. Brr. But it's not bad. I recommend the food right along the block though. Smaller crowds and less wait time really sell it. If you miss dinner, you gotta check these places out. Wait, yeah. I did miss dinner. Oh no. Oh, I'm gonna assume you haven't, man. Yeah, that's the wrong assumption. I only now just got out of work, so I'm gonna look for a place too. Wanna stop by a place together? It's up to you. Yeah, let's go get something tasty. Oh hell yeah, dude. Okay, let's eat. Just eat first, man. Always take care of your stomach first, as I'm saying. Sure, what do you have in mind? We stop at a nice place selling various types of dishes known as Don. Don is served here, contains raw fish and rice. God damn it. Now I want Don. You can't write evil characters to save your life. That's fair enough.
I can write bad things that happen to characters, but I don't know how I'm good at... So, was it all cute fluff? I mean, the very start of it where Adrian gets formed in those nightmares, that's creepy as heck. And I love it, and I can see how you could so easily go into an evil side without too much hassle. That's a lot of story though to diverge at like that particular point. This place looks really nice. Fresh, right? What you gonna order, dude? I think I'll have the salmon done. Cool, I'll also have that. The dawn arrives early and I begin my feast. My feral instincts slowly come back into gear. Crunch, smack, gum. Is that good? Oh my god, I can't stop eating it all. I finish half my bowl within a minute. Oh man, why do I eat so fast? I can't. Oh man, this stuff is umai. Wow, this is really good. And it's only 1,000 freaking leaves? Oh yeah, man, food here isn't too expensive. This is like the equivalent of fast food here. Whoa, this is practically gourmet though. Oh, I miss Japan! This makes me miss Japan so much. Like, you go to a freaking 7-Eleven and you find such good food for so cheap, and you just like... Oh. Disturbing. Thank you. You've made me, like, want to book my flights now. Yeah, it's really nothing. This is your idea of fast food? You're cray. Right to the other side of us is a strange bear-like creature with clock-shaped glasses. They look like a plush, almost. That's so cute and tiny. Gao, y'all too loud. Can't Gaoma have some peace for once? What, you? Yeah, me. Gaoma gonna eat elsewhere. Maybe find cute girls. Bye. Fuck. I don't even know what accent I was just doing, but I don't care. That's Gaoma's accent now. The Blair plush Gaoma runs off. Wait, excuse me, ma'am. You forgot to pay. Gaoma? Oh, she's kind of an enigma, man. Gaoma's adorable. Folks here think she's like some kind of penthouse here or something. We don't exactly know where she lives, but she seems to be a local here. I see. We resume our meal, finishing the remnants of the salmon dons. This place allows for us to put the finished plates on the belt for cleaning. We grab our belongings and head towards the cash register. 2,000 leaves, not including tax. But it was on Gangle. You sure? Oh yeah, man, you're a ton of fun to hang out with. It's the least I could do for you. Oh, we got a free dinner at least. But yo, I gotta get ready for work tomorrow, so I should be on my way. We should exchange numbers, man. Call me if you want to chill sometime. Anytime we'll chat about anything. Yeah, right. We enable our phones. God, I am getting all the achievements tonight. How many achievements are in this goddamn game? Wow. I mean, usually I like these games on itch, but it's kind of cool having all the achievements. I've earned 32% of the achievements already. I got 6 out of 19. We're doing well. 19 chivis. Yeah. In 4 seconds, our contacts were successfully exchanged. Also, you play Dragon Pest 11, right? Well, how did you know? I asked this as I clearly carry my phone case referencing an item from the game. Oh, yeah, I do. Cool, let's play sometime. We both walk out of the store, stuffed. Night, and have fun in Kumo City, dude. Gangle takes out his hand. Without hesitation, I follow through and exchange hands, clashing cultures for a moment as I feel his energetic passion of his home directly blast into my arms. Thank you so much. Our hands release from each other and then he leaves. I head back to the Ueno Hotel, and only 2 blocks away from that amazing Don restaurant. I finally check in, grab my dropped-off carry-on, and head up to my room. I head towards my hotel room and slot in the key. Click. I finally make it to the hotel room, exhausted and dazed. Tossing my backpack onto the vacant bed, I immediately crash into my bed. I guess I'll shower in the morning. Chapter 2, A Night's as Busy as Day. 10 achievements! Oh wait, no, 7. Is that 7? Oh, I think it was 7. Yeah, it was 6 to 19, we're at 7. You? Your light's familiar. Your light. It's familiar somehow. Like a dream from long ago. Funny you should say that. I was thinking the same thing. Same thing. Thing. Wait, you... Haven't we met before? My heart beating like a drum, my mind disoriented. What was that? Was I meeting someone? And why do they feel so familiar? I checked the clock on my phone. 6 a.m. That early? Man, the jet lag here is really getting to me. Alright, I forgot to shower. I kinda sweat all over. Let me fix that right now. Wow. Look at that. It felt way too real, almost like I was connecting with someone. But who could it be? Why here? I could probably ask Riley later. I'd dry up, an admittedly difficult task with all the fur. Okay, so, let's see. Riley did suggest I should go to the shopping district first. Let's do that after I get a quick bite. Heading back around the train station, I find a surprising amount of places to eat at. Wait, have I walked past there? I quickly head to a small cafe and have some early morning toast. Drowned in syrup and smeared with butter, this delight of an early morning meal really kicked me into gear. I quickly tear it apart and stuff the meal into my mouth, accidentally going feral at 6:30 a.m. in the morning. Not again. Breakfast does that to me again, don't worry, to me as well. I clean up after myself and promptly leave. Okay, so before I left, for a second, right outside the owners, I was obscure. Yeah, like, there's no obscuring that, and I've definitely, like, I need to check. Like, how far away is, where is the Ono Hotel? Well, they have Wi-Fi. Ueno Hotel. Okay, so that's near the Ueno Park. Okay, I've probably walked past it. Because that is Ishida's over there. So I'm looking at the map. Riverside's there. Which Shinto shrine is that? Taito. Sorry, now I'm stuck. Now I'm looking at the map trying to figure out where everything is. Dachi. Yeah, I've walked past there before. A few times, I think. Okay, so I left Riley to send me some instructions I need to get to the district. Let's see here. So ride line 14 for 2 stops, then change to line 9 and stay all the way until I reach Aki Station. That doesn't seem complicated. I'm sure it'll be fine. So we're on the Ginza line right now. Yeah, this is the Ginza line. Possibly going to... Let's find out where that takes us. Train comes around, opening up to reveal a cluster of people trapped inside the train. Quietly, a huge crowd of people move out of the train, with everyone outside of the train entering after them. Hopping in, I'm immediately squeezed between several people, unable to see anything around me. I try not to panic. Okay, I'm beginning to panic. Oh lord, I start sweating everywhere inside sweating everywhere inside this hyper AC train car. Ding! The train makes its first stop. More people are coming in and out, and I suddenly have a lot more space than earlier. And there's the second stop. I get off and quickly hop over to the other side of the station where the train's line 9 is. Matsumoto line? Before barely making it, I land myself in the next train and manage to grab a seat. Yes, I'm reading too much into this. Wow, the subway here is a lot more strenuous than the system they have in Luna's Lead. Well, at least the trains here are nice. The setup in Luna's Lead has always been poorly maintained, and dare I say it, really grimy. God, getting from station to station, so like, in Japan, for those who haven't been, like, a lot of the stations are connected, but there's these long ways to get between some of them, and some of them are almost a kilometer underground to get from one train line to the other. They are really weird, but really cool at the same time. The minutes go by as I wait for the train to finally arrive, and the Aki train staring at the small displays on the screen presenting either train-related PSAs or commercials. In clarification, quite a few of the train units sent aren't the Japanese metro, instead from Taiwan's metro. Ah, so there's a mix between the two. Like, I can understand this whole idea of Kumo City being the mesh of Taiwan and Japan, so it's interesting to say, like, I'm curious how they feel. Like, I actually want to go to Taiwan one day and see what the feel of it's like. Takes me a bit to realize that it's just looping the same ads. Ding! Now arriving at Aki Station. I somehow make it. The interior of the station continues to stretch as I try to find some kind of exit. 10 minutes later. I'm finally out of the station and also managed to grab a SIM card at a nearby booth. I can finally use my phone's digital map and plot my course. The map pulls up a variety of stores, mainly clothing related, as well as several restaurants, entertainment businesses, anime shops, etc. Well, I'm not in a rush to go clothes shopping since I don't feel like I need anything new. So yeah, I'm just gonna go to the anime store. Cool. Did I mention I was beginning to feel really hot? I feel like I'm starting to sweat everywhere. Maybe I should have gotten my fur cut. Oh, cryptids are in the... I love all the spiky bits going on here. Oh, there's one. Two. Is that one, or is that just part of the layout? There's a bunch of cryptids here. That's really awesome. Like, I don't know how many of these are, or if they're just like bits of the... Okay. I love that one at the bottom left. That was very cute. The air is super humid and the sunlight is beaming down on me. It's turning me into a space heater. Surrounded by towering buildings, I throw myself into the streets of Kumo City with nothing but a map. By the time my eyes are pulled away from my phone, I've arrived at that place. Akihabara. Yeah, we're in Yeah, this is Akihabara's heck. Or it feels a bit like it, actually. Is it? If it is, it's on the edge of Akihabara. The scramble. Like, it feels a bit like... This is Shibuya. Yeah, it felt like Shibuya. I think I've got the same picture. I was thinking it was like... If it couldn't have been Akihabara, because Akihabara is way too dense for this. But that definitely feels like Shibuya. I spent more time in Shibuya at nighttime, though. It's a really fun mix, and I love this way of doing it. Gangle's right on the money. This place is stuffed with people walking around in 16 different ways. Wait, is that math even correct? Wait, no, it's already moving. Ah! The crowd on my side begins pouring towards many directions, disorienting me. I quickly manage to pick myself back up before bumping into someone again. Thud. Watch where you're going. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean... Oh my god. Get a load of this fella. They're adorable. The strange yellow character pointed their finger towards me, calling someone to examine my untidy presence. They're for some reason wearing a thick poncho, which makes no sense at all. How are they still alive? Gosh, Orange, look! They look so freaky. Strange yellow creature. This Orange finally catches up as we're stuck near the curb on one of the few sides of the scramble. A little fox with 4 tails. They're perfect. They're perfect. Baby! Right. Ugh. They're also wearing a heavy jacket. Unlike their friend, however, they are visibly worn out by the heat. Please don't pay attention to her. Yeah, hugs them all. What is even happening? Sorry, I'm already confused. Look at those fangs and the ears. Okay. Yes. Oh, that's her name. We're wasting time, Kay. Stop admiring every single person that we come across. I am quite frankly dying in this heat. Those ears are so expressive. Oh, come on, bro. I am not your brother. Do you really like not spending time in every galaxy we land at? Stopping and smelling the thorns? Taking in the sights? No, not really. I don't want to be stranded in the heat any longer. Oh, sorry for barging in, but it might help if you both change to something more comfortable to wear in this weather. What are you talking about? This heat is nothing. My jaw visibly drops. Orange stares blankly at Kay as she dances around in her warm blanket. You're actually cray. Again, I'm fine. So... Are you from around here? We could really use some help getting out of here. No, I'm touring. Name's Adrian. I come from Luna's Lead. Oh, it's a city. Here in Natura. That's what this whole place is called, huh? And I'm guessing you're not far from this planet. I start to notice that Kay isn't looking at us and is slowly running off in another direction. Yeah, you could say that. We kind of just got slung into here from space and I need her to get back. But she won't leave. Orange then begins to look around for a bit more, also noticing that she's gone MIA. Great. Not again. What do you mean again? Well, she usually just bolts like this all the time. I can imagine. Where do you think she could have gone? Not too far. She tends to get fixated on random things. I know that mood. Oh, sure. Okay. Let's look for her then. Okay, thanks. We both look around the city in search of the missing space traveler. It's an insanely tough heat is starting to slowly kill Orange, who for some reason hasn't taken off his jacket yet. Now I'm looking out for more of the cryptids. Hey, what's stopping you from taking off that jacket? You're gonna die in that. Well, I'm not wearing anything else underneath. Oh. If Kay was here, she'd probably tell me no big deal anyways, but it looks like this place is friendlier to people who actually wear clothes. You normally don't? 30 minutes pass. Poof, poof. Well, I'm about to collapse, so that's probably not good. Let's go inside that building and rest for a bit. Actually, that store I wanted to visit is just around the corner. You did character art for the game. They're beautiful. I love them. This is great. We've got a bunch of the people who made it in. I'm loving the art. Like, the character art's beautiful. The music is great. The story is very fun. Store? Orange's resourcefulness led us into a small magazine and comic shop. The air conditioning was a force to be reckoned with, and all of a sudden, Orange could finally melt and relax. He should really take his jacket off. I think you should really take your jacket off. I don't have anything else. Just go stupid, go feral. Achievement for Go Feral. I don't want to make a scene of any kind. If you don't have a better alternative, I'll keep it this way. AGF, always go feral. Well, I was told that most people here wear clothes, and thus even with this fur, it's a very bad idea to take them off. The achievement. Oh. Nice outfit, by the way. The two of us ascend 3 floors into the building, looking for clothes anywhere. I try not to look at that section. Okay, now's not the time. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Fine. Oh. This place does sell some clothes. Let me go get one clothes. I'm back. Fuck. Orange looks like such a weeb. I love them. I love them so much. Ah, they're perfect. They're perfect in every way. Anime. Does it seriously just say anime on it? So how do I look, honestly? You look anime. Anime what? What's that? It's nothing. But tell me, I'm kind of curious. You see, an anime is like a cartoon? Oh sure, those things are on a planet. Yeah, it's like that. Well, this show just says anime, so it's not focusing on a specific series or something? Huh, yeah? Well, I'm not dying anymore at least. Can we resume our search now? Just a keychain? Like orange on a keychain would be wonderful. Sure. Or a sticker. I could imagine that as a sticker. We both head down the first steps of the store before Orange stops and looks at me. Are you by chance looking for someone? Huh? What are you talking about? We're finding Kay, right? Yeah, but I'm not talking about Kay. Plus, she'll show up anyway. You have that kind of face on you, it's an easy read. A little contracted, worn out, but nonetheless a determination. You look like you're longing for a person, not just some place or experience. Really? I could have sworn I was just, exhausted from traveling. I don't know. You've been looking like that since we first met. I mean, if you put it that way, I did feel like a connection. You don't know who they are? Can't say I do. The two of us step out of the store. I wish I could browse longer, but we can't afford to waste any more time than we already have. We'd immediately stumble back into the street, already feeling as if the trail has gone eerily cold. There's no sign of her anywhere. See, this looks... Yeah, I think that's the Animate store. So we're definitely in Akibara now. Or Akiba. 8-story anime stores. Yeah, this definitely feels more like it. Drat. Where she could have gone? Well, no, unless... Wait. The shot had 30 anime girls you needed to edit out? Fuck, I can't imagine. I know this corner well. I think there's a Maiden Dreams just around that corner. There's like... I think that might be a Yellow Submarine store. I'm trying to remember from last time I was there. Two of us stare only to find Kay walking around with bags in her hands. She immediately notices us. Well, hey there, pals. Did you go shopping? Sir, I did. I just bought a full set of clothes that I'll probably never wear. How much money do you have left? Not a whole lot. You're at the Animate store and got there. Oh, God. Yeah, that's not even the hardcore one. Like, that's not even the 7-story tall store in next to the Yakuba station. Like, just the yaoi and the yuri sections are overwhelming. Like, we could get into a whole discussion on the commercialization of sexuality over there, but fuck. Yes? How are we gonna get home? Sigh. Grumble. Hey, Orange? What? Do you realize that it may have been a full day since we've last ate? Yeah, I'm aware. But the sooner we get home, the sooner we can relax and grab something to eat. But what if that's a while? Come on, Orange, you know you wanna... Let's... How about I take you both out for lunch? Really? Aww. Out of the one dark leg and one light leg versus those two dark legs. Yeah, it's the least I could do. Thank you. Wow. Orange is visibly blushing and trying to look away, attempting to conceal his embarrassment. So where are we going, Chief? There's a nice noodle place nearby. Hot diggity dog, let's go. Yeah. We walked into a noodle eatery, literally 10 steps from where we were standing. We entered the eatery. What immediately struck us was how we had to order the food, using a vending machine to order and pay for a ticket, then pass it over to the cooks. After that, wait for a short while and they ring a bell indicating your food is ready to be picked up. I love that way of doing food. Super quick and relatively simple. Say, Orange, do you know a place that serves food like this? I can't say I have. Ding ding! Here it comes. Om nom nom. Ramen. They're simple but delicious and really salty. I can feel that salt. I love all the eating sounds. Eating sounds like 1/4 of this visual novel. I love it. You are both animals. I'm so sorry. I don't have any self-control. I just get feral when I eat. Oh, dude, I can relate. Really? I hardly take small bites. Same. Oh, wait, does that mean there's no going back? Who knows? It's definitely too late for Kay. Yep, same, Adrian. So, can I follow up on something? Yeah. About the whole finding someone thing. Okay. It's so weird that you bring it up. I mean, like... How did you even know, apart from looks? I can't say I know. I mean, it looks... Yes? But you're emitting some kind of aura around you. Aura? Huh? Yeah, some kind of energy or something. Whatever it is, there's a feeling of longing in it. Maybe I'm feeling something like that. Oh, trust me, I definitely feel it. What? I'm being serious. Well, I hope we're not putting too much of a damper on your trip. Yeah, don't worry about it. Just gobble food and steal stuff and you'll have a grand old time. Be gay, do crimes. Can I have seconds? Minutes later, we take our leave and head out onto the streets again. So what now? Oh yeah, also thanks for the food. Well, it's not a big deal. Well, it was nice eating with the two of you. I hope you both get home safely. Orange, Kay? Oh god, where'd she go? This feels like an anime. It really does. Excuse me, you're gonna have to pay for that. You have it on display right there that makes it free. Somebody stop this blissfully mad idiot. That's my cue then. Thanks again. Best of luck finding that someone. Yeehaw. The two are chased down by the shopkeeper who hops on a rocket-powered broom and attempts to tackle them. Hopefully they'll be alright. I wasn't too sure what that was about. Big A do crimes! We got the achievement Big A do crimes! I am so happy right now. I need to get that. That's too perfect not to put up there. We're gonna do as it says. Who is that? And can we do this? Image. I haven't committed the stealing Adrian's heart. There we go. As the game tells us, B games, Big A, do crimes. 66.6% of players have got it. But a connection, an aura? Screw Gabby. Please do. I have no idea what's happening to me, but it isn't going to kill me right now, and I suppose I'll continue trekking along my trip. I can't shake the feeling off, though. The more I think about it, the more I feel like I'm here for something else. What is it? Chapter 3, The Sheer Bliss of Scramble. And with that, we're going to call an end to A Nightmare's Trip. Because I want to get around to our second game of the day. So, please everyone go and check out skyhour.itch.io/A Nightmare's Trip. Go get it, go play it, put it in your face holes. You know you wanna find out where this goes, and I am going to be so excited to play that on my own and finish it off and squee about it all fucking day, because that's the kind of person I am. Where are we? Oh god, did I not finish installing that? Whoops! It's okay, it's only 50 meg, we're good. So, the next game, or the second game we have for today, is Fran and the Demon Hunter by Tangled Virus. Let me update a few bits and pieces here, because I think we're all pretty much all sorted. I thought I had installed it, and then Tangle said that there'd been an update, so I uninstalled it, expecting to reinstall it. We're good. All right. Yeah, Tangled is in chat right now. Thank you to the Sky Hour team for it's all good. Thank you for A Nightmare's Trip. I'm loving it. I love it so much. It is so cute and weird and adorable, and I'm loving everything about it. It makes me happy, and I will sure as heck want to talk to y'all about it and probably do an interview with some of you, if not all of you, sometime. So let me know if you'd be cool with that, and I will drop you a line if you are. So I'm gonna get this other game launching. Yay! Let me know how many of you want on it, because we got 3 of you in today. Hey Yuri, welcome back! Haven't seen you in a while. We're on to the second game for the day. Definitely recommend going back and checking out the VOD. There will be a Let's Play of it up on YouTube probably in the next day. So if there's people you wanted to go, hey, look at this game, look at this game, there'll be a link up on my YouTube. I'm just NB Kaiju on YouTube as well. Trying to get up to that 100 so I can get a decent goddamn URL. I'm just gonna wait. We're gonna wait. I got a particularly weeby shirt on today. I'm wearing my Team Moon shirt because I am another weeb sometimes. All right, game, and we're gonna bring that up and change that. Always annoyed me, but that you can't change like this sort of stuff in advance. Whoop. Gonna move that down. Wow, there we go. There we go. All right, so we are now going to play Fran and the Demon Hunter by Tangled Virus. And I think Tangled has 3 games on my list at the moment. This is the second one I'm playing. Oh yeah, before the start there is a couple of content warnings. So, content warnings for this one. There are some moments of transphobia and internalized transphobia. For those who do not want to have to deal with that, I recommend please stepping away. Tangle will let us know if there's anything more than that. But please remember, if it gets mention sexual assault. Okay, there you go. There you go. It gets a bit heavy with transphobia by the end, and there's some light mention of sexual assault. Please, game developers, put content warnings on your games. It is super important so that people don't run into things that may set them off. It is really important. Never apologize for having to put content warnings on your games, and never apologize for putting content in your games that require content warnings. Like a lot of stuff we talk about here, a lot of stuff we deal with here can affect people in different ways, and it's important that we talk about these things, and important that we make games about these things, because it destigmatizes them and it makes them more accessible, and it makes us realize that we aren't alone, which are all super important things. So thank you, yeah, exactly. Yeah, Nightmare's Trip feels like it should start with content warnings, like that first nightmare scene, but then you're not actually dropping into anything. It feels like it's waiting for the content to drop, and then all of a sudden it goes to the real life in Adrian's life kind of thing. But yeah, please put your warnings in. They are important. Like, you don't have to be super specific with what there is. You just have to let people know that there could be it. I would rather tell people there is a massive list of things that people need to work out for and stream for one person who is fine with all of that, than not have it and run into something. Because I've done that before. Something amazing, yeah. The start of Something Amazing, go and also check out the start of Something Amazing. I streamed that last time. Highly recommend doing it. Just go check out tanglevirus.itch.io. Go check out all of Tangled's games because they're really good. But I have played games where they put in some content warnings, and then I hit a hi Pop. I played some games that have had some content warnings in it, and then like a third of the way in, there was a big scene that kind of sets the stage for a lot of stuff that happened, and there was no content warnings about it. Yes, this is a Sailor Moon t-shirt I am wearing. I am, of course, Team Moon. I'm actually Team Mars, but my Sailor Mars shirt is in the cupboard somewhere, and I need to find it. Because I'm all about that. Team Jupiter, yeah, I'm Team Ray. Like, give me Sailor Mars anytime. But it's really hard to find stuff. Sailor Mars for some reason. So yeah, we're gonna play. I love the trans pride colors here. It's really good. Like, we're very, very, very big on this. So, about anything we need to know, Renpai, not all good. I think we're all good. Content warnings have been put in. We'll let everyone know that's gonna happen. Kaiju Moon Crystal Power. Ooh. Like, I still think that there needs to be a giant monster with a Sailor Moon style magical girl transformation. Just saying. If anyone deserves it, Mothra does. Alright, let's start this thing. Let's get this thing going. There is no soundtrack, so I recommend that you put your favorite music playlist while reading it. Well, I don't have any... I unfortunately don't have any free music I'd stick behind, so we're just gonna read, and we'll go from there. You know a few kaiju first? I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I've got a lot of kaiju stuff. Like, look, my favorite. I got this printed yesterday. Look at that. Look at my beautiful Pridezilla. I'm so happy. I love it so much. I am so happy about that. That just colors up that wall beautifully. So, all right, let's do this. Let's do this thing. We can have talk while we do this. When you think is cozy, please enjoy. Another good thing, if you're gonna do content warnings and you're working with Renpai, this is a beautiful place to stick content warnings. Like at the very start, I've seen a few games that do it. Like the opening scenes are a beautiful place to put content warnings if you're working with Renpai. I wish I was anywhere but here. Also works in Bitsy. I love Bitsy, and if you ever work with it, a really fun trick is that you get these little opening text credits for your game if you put enough of it in the title, and it's really good. Reptar Ross. It's okay. It's all good. Reptar is good. I have a little Reptar. I have two Reptars, but I have a little Reptar. Hell, I wish I hadn't ended up putting myself in this situation. If I'd studied harder, worked harder, was less depressed, I wouldn't be here. But alas, the universe likes to make a joke of people's lives, and I'm one of the poor saps that got the short end of the stick. Not that I didn't do this to myself, but you know, it's easy to blame God on things. I hate college. It's a waste of time and the little money I have. This class is the most boring thing I ever did. It managed to be the most boring and mentally exhaustive than being in church at Sunday morning. At least after church I could go home and play. I wish I was anywhere but here. I think this is the teacher keeps going on and on about something important, but she keeps saying in such a boring tone and with the charisma and interest of a peanut that it's hard to pay attention and not wanting to get out of here. It doesn't help that it's noon, I'm hungry, and I need to go out for work in... I check my watch. 40 minutes! I still need to eat in this meantime. Still, I noticed that one of my colleagues, a very particular one of them, still that I could call a friend, getting up from her desk and exiting the classroom. Not that the teacher cares. You know, she's right. I should do the same. Get up from my seat, take my things, and exit the classroom. I've been in classes like that. I think we all have. Granted, what I did is a waste of my money, but at this point, I don't care. I need to eat before I get to work. I don't care anymore. As I head out of the cafeteria, I noticed the girl that got of the class, my friend Nomad, followed me, huh? She gives me a grin that is half malicious and half understanding, and I'm loving that outfit. That I did. I need to eat and head to work pretty soon, and that class is a waste of everyone's time, and there should be a better teacher for that. Just an excuse for the teacher to keep saying how awesome he is. Nomad. Okay. I laugh, it's not even a joke, more of a statement of what that class is, but it's funny to admit out loud. Not that I would be honest as her, still. Yes, yes it is. I must get going, don't I? But I don't want her to eat alone. Nomad, I'll go eat my lunch outside. You can join me if you want. She nods and we head for the back of the cafeteria. There's many microwaves there for the students to use to heat meals or any other needs they might have. Handily, specifically for someone that have more restricted diets or just plain don't like eating the cafeteria's cooking. After heating up my lunch, just some rice, pieces of meat, mashed potatoes, and many vegetables, me and Nomad head up to the cafeteria's balcony to eat. The view from the balcony is not spectacular or anything to write home about, but it's much better to eat while watching the outside world rather than stuck inside, at least for me. And from seeing how Nomad relaxes here, I bet she likes in here too. Nomad is honestly one of the few friends I have, and one of two that I was able to make in college. Still, she's also one of the few friends that I have that doesn't know that I'm transgender. All that because I don't know what her take on transgender people is, so I'm more scared of what her reaction will be if I tell her. That's Nomad for you. Oh god, feels. Many, many feels. Like, not coming out to people because you don't know how they'll react, I think is one of the things that holds so many trans folk back. Definitely did for me. A mystery despite being a friend. We quickly became friends after sitting close to one another in some class. Now we are just usually hanging out when we can. Can't really explain why, we just like to be close to each other. We don't hang out every day, and there's been times we just don't see each other for weeks. However, sometimes I just call her or she calls me and we hang out or we just talk. To be near her, to listen to her voice, just to be in her presence is good enough that it makes any shit day a good one. And she told me the same before, quite crudely so, but that's how she talks. I like Nomad already. I can't explain how or why, but when I'm with her, I feel a warmness in my heart, a comfortable feeling. In a way, I might be happy. Aww. That's Nomad for me. Just eating lunch with cause why not? It's comfortable, right? However, I noticed she's not eating anything. Did she eat already? You ate already? I ate a protein bar. She nods as she says it and goes back to look at the horizon. That's not healthy. She should eat more than that, right? She has to work after this. It'll get gayer. I am not surprised. I've played the start of something amazing. That peaked a very high level of gay, and I quite liked it. It's like the third time I've had to. Oh no, it's because of the dot. Like it's like that's the third time I've had to approve gayer. Ah. Or maybe I never actually saw her eating much at lunch, have I? I've seen her stuff her face when in parties and that one time when we went to all-you-can-eat buffet, but never at lunch. Maybe she can't afford lunch. Love trying. Yeah. Big love for Tangled. Tangled's amazing. I am really falling in love with Tangled's work. It's probably going to be a regular theme. How many games have you got so far? Actually, I'm curious. How many games has Tangled got? Because we've got 3 on the list. There's 5 here. I reckon we could work all our way through at a time. Oh, there's one about helping a mushroom girl to fly. That sounds interesting. So far you got 4? Maybe she can't afford lunch. Every time I've seen her a lot, there were times it was free of charge. Maybe she can't pay. Or no, I need to do something. 4 VNs, 2 twines, and an incomplete VN. Fair enough. I've got 1 Bitsy and a very incomplete VN, so, you know. At some point I'll need to get an artist to help me, because I think that's what's holding me back for that one. But I need to do it in a way that won't make her feel embarrassed about her situation. You want some? I say as I point to my lunch. Nomad looks at it and... Her stomach makes a sound. She's hungry. I knew it. However, Nomad shakes her head in her hands. I can't. Oh, come on, you aren't going to be difficult, are you? I've seen her eating many things, including horse meat, so I know for a fact she's not picky. And not much. Horse. Why? Yeah, a lot of that. Like, it's weird how you need the art to make the story start to work. Like, one of these days I'm actually gonna do, like, play through some of my in-work VN at some point, if people would like to see that. It's just giant monster film noir game, so slowly getting there, but I think it's funny. I did finish the meat. Well, there's not much of it. Yeah? We'll see. I'll play through it at one point. At the moment, I'm literally using pictures of kaiju toys. Maybe she doesn't like it. No, I've seen her eating vegetables and mashed potatoes before. Maybe she wasn't wanting to be rude. Or maybe when you're hungry and you can't afford to be picky. You don't like vegetables? No, I love them. It's just that there's no reason not to eat. I take a spoonful of my lunch and set it up for Nomad. Come on, say ah. She looks at me as is totally absurd and wrong. I stare back at her. I think there's another one. I saw one the other day. Let me see if I can find it. So one that I saw a while ago. Holy shit, I got 11 notifications. What the hell's going on? What's one that I saw the other day? Kaiju Hime? No, I saw one earlier about a giant monster dating game, and it looks super cute. Mine's not a dating game as of yet, but it is a very queer film noir one. More VNs in the future, but I was like shaking stuff a lot. Game currently pros aren't VNs, so a lot. Yeah, I like making VNs are fun. Making games are fun. Like, I think there's talk. Like, the only one I've made is a Bitsy game, and that's more an experience than anything else. And I should put my little Reptar on my microphone. Reptar microphone. But making different things is really cool. I love seeing people do, like, make completely different styles of games. After a couple of seconds, she opens her mouth. Nomad? I'm using more stone tone with her. Ah. She eats and I prefer another spoonful. Before she does that, she puts her hand over mine. No. You didn't like it? But no, I love it. It was really good. It's just that she's sounding a little panicky. I know this is your only meal during the day, so I don't want you to get hungry. She's so considerate, more reason for not letting her eat like this, but I must do something. But what? Oh. Then I'll make 2 lunches, one for me and one for you. That's how you feel after a nightmare's trip? Yeah. What? You heard me. Oh god, Francois's gonna end up like the one who brings in the lunches. I think I played this visual novel when I was like 12 or 13. Then I'll give you money so you can eat after work and help pay for the extra meal. You don't need to do that. Cooking for you would be a pleasure. And eating your food is a pleasure, but I can't in good conscience, so I want to help you with the costs. Quite a lot of people, if you do a sequel, have an idea for it yet, but don't know if you'll get time to... Yeah, feels right. Hey, you do good work. Just, like... You've done something that you love, and that's important. And people want to see more of it. So if you feel up for it, make it. If you don't at this time, don't. It's all up to you. Sorry, Tangled, we keep getting distracted. When she puts it that way, it's a deal then. What are your favorite foods? Vegetables in general, but I love broccoli and rice. Here's the money for today. Thank you very much. She nods and gets out in direction of the cafeteria, stomping her feet. I keep eating my meal with an angry face. And as soon as Nomad leaves... Sup, Nomad? Alex, my girl. Alex, a mutual friend of both me and Nomad, and the only other friends I made at this damn college. She sits in the chair near me and brings her lunch out of the table, a mortadella sandwich. Whoa, that's a look. I like that. She was also the only person in college that knows that I'm trans. It's very easy to get distracted, especially on days like this, because you just want to talk about queer shit. And game shit. And queer game shit. That's what we do. She's been really supportive of me. Why the angry face, Fran? Although she's a little dumb sometimes. First of all, I've told you not to call me Fran in public, and second of all, I'm not angry. This is my determined face. Because I'm determined and not angry. I lie, I'm angry of how stubborn Nomad can be, but she doesn't need to know that. We're alone here. Who's gonna hear us? Me, you, and Nomad are the only idiots that eat here. And I say idiots with a ton of love in my heart. That's Alex for you. Also, what happened? You and Nomad had a fight? Not a fight, I explained the whole affair with food to her. So you're gonna make that lunch for her and she'll give cash in return? That's nice. Your baby. She says this with her mouth full of sandwich. She swallows. But yeah, I did notice that girl never eats here. Like, nothing. Nada. Except when she's with us or only you. Which might be weird for us, but she has her reasons, right? And that takes me to my point. She, out of knowledge, looks very serious. This is not the first time this happens. You know this. I know this and Nomad knows this. Guess what? You two fight because you are either worried or want to help each other a lot and both stubborn enough not to quit. Like that thing when we went to Punta del Este. She has a point, as dumb as she is. I remember when Nomad was helping me and I wanted to quit smoking, which I did thanks to her help. We did bicker a lot during that, thanks to me missing the nicotine. Well, that time she had a problem with some loans. We had that huge fight over me wanting to help her pay the men she owed. That wasn't the only time we helped each other. We helped each other with our studies. We helped each other when we were sad and feeling lonely. We helped each other a lot. I can see this game's going to get quite gay. And you two just love to be with each other, don't you? And not like how it is with me and you. You get what I'm saying, right? It's not like a lie. We do like being with each other. Not that I don't like to be with Alex, it's just being with Nomad is so comfortable. Homely even. Still, I pause to finish my meal and look straight at Alex. No, I don't. Yeah, I played through A NIGHTMARE'S Trip earlier. It was really good. You can, if you want, go check out the VOD of this one. Just go click videos. But there will be a YouTube one of it up later. Where's my thingy? Actually, if y'all want to help, go and check out, because it would actually help the digital diversity quite a lot as well. If y'all could head over to this URL and chuck it a follow. I'm trying to get up to 100 subscribers so I can get a proper URL for the digital diversity. And I need 100 followers. So if y'all could, like, the games will be up there this either today or tomorrow. So you can share it around. But if y'all chuck it a follow or whatever, that would make me really, really happy. Because I could finally get that URL that I really, really want. And that I really, really want. Aww! The monster mash. Oh, I missed that sound. That's a good one. Thanks for the follow. Where is she wanting to get with this anyway? Honestly, Alex is exhausting sometimes. She sighs loudly. You idiot. She likes you and you like her. What? I must have made an expression of completely disbelief because she answers my question before I made it. You two like each other. Don't deny it. Her tone is a mix of accusatory and mockery. I bet she's loving this, but I won't let the mockery stand. I'm sorry, Alex, but I have no romantic feelings towards Nomad whatsoever. At no point I said romantic feelings, but hey, You do you. Damn it. Alright, maybe I do like Nomad, and maybe I would be happy if she liked me back, but nothing says she does. I'm serious, Alex. I'm not crushing on Nomad. We're friends. Also, there's no proof she even likes girls, and even if she does, there's no proof that she would date a trans girl. Maybe she's a TERF. Maybe she's a scumbag, and we don't know. No TERFs on this turf. TERFs out. Why am I thinking this? Who said you can't crush on your friends? Hell, that's what happened to me and my girlfriend. Still, I'm teasing you a little, but I mean it. You two like each other. Have you informed her of this? Nah, you're much more reasonable than her. She would just deny and storm off like she did just now. She's not wrong. Not that Nomad does this all the time. She just has some problems with being honest with her emotions and needs to be alone to think about these. Hence, storming off. Was she... Did me giving her food make her uncomfortable? Was that why she was so defensive? Alex notices that I'm concerned and she puts her hand on my shoulder. She's not angry at you. Just give her time and help. Just talk. Not sure I want to have this talk with her. Not even sure she likes me. Hell, she might, but once I tell her I'm trans, she might actively want to kill me. Or just be disgusted by me. Fucking mood. Mood of being trans and being totally unsure of what the hell's going on. You don't know. She might just be super shy, or she doesn't know or have a chance with you. That would actually be kinda cute. It would, wouldn't it? But that would be too good for the truth. Sadly, in the end, I'll have to come to despise Nomad. A shame. Still, I must go. I give Alex a hug, say my goodbyes, get my things, and head off to work. Fortunately, there's a bus that passes near my college that leaves me right in front of my workplace. While going to work, I keep thinking of what Alex said. That me and Nomad like each other. Honestly, I find the notion ridiculous. There's no way that she would like me, just very few chances. First of all, she would have to be okay with me being trans, which life has taught me that most people aren't. Then she would have to like girls, which she might not. After that, she would have to be okay with dating a trans girl, which the chances are almost zero. The odds are against me, and I don't blame the chances. Dating while trans is not something that's easy nor fun in my experience. It's hard and honestly quite dangerous. This is all true stuff. And it's rough. It is very rough. You get along fine with someone only for that person to despise you once you tell them you're trans, or worse, they could beat you up and... yeah. Just look at the news. Oh wait, of course the news will misgender the victims. Nomad would be just like that. Nomad would be disgusted and try to do something bad. They all do. Damn it. This is harsh, but quite a reality check for a lot of trans folks. So, I'm in a bad headspace. Nothing says that Nomad would do any of these things, but at the same time, nothing says she wouldn't. I should trust her at least. But trust, however, is something I give to no one, and should not be given to anyone, really. And sometime, and a bumpy bus ride, I arrive just in time. Time to work on Dr. Lucio Plastic Surgery Clinic for the Rich and Powerful. I love this. This is adorable. It's better than it sounds. The pay's okay, my bosses aren't bad, they are nice, and I'll get more money in a year than you will in your entire life, Way. Work is rather simple. Answer the calls, make calls, reschedule and reschedule appointments. Game is set in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. See the highest number of homicides of trans people in the country that kills most people in Brazil. Yeah, the more you know. Yeah, it's definitely something you see is that, like, a place that you would expect to be extremely positive towards trans people is extremely hostile to them. And it's one reason you see a lot of trans folks escaping from Brazil to move to America or move to Europe, because as hostile as those places can be, it is still safer, and safety for trans people is a huge goddamn concern. Go find a trans person you know today and go tell them that you mean something to them and that you'll look out for them if they ever need help. Because seriously, that is the best thing, the nicest thing you can do for a trans person in your life. Just let them know that you will be there for them if something ever goes wrong. Because that's kind of huge, but it means a lot. Sometimes I also need to run errands for the doctors, but this doesn't happen very often. It's good work, sure, I need to tend to rich old ladies all the time, but that's the extent of my complaints. As soon as I think of complaints, one of my boss appears in front of me. Dead name, I need to talk to you. I want to punch them in the face already. I wish I wasn't working. Sure, what's up, boss? This is Inserad. He's been one of my bosses and a demon. At first, I was pretty scared when I met him, but he's actually quite the upstanding guy. I usually thought that demons were just these animalistic creatures that roam about wrecking stuff and killing people. But some of them are just like humans, and some of them live with us, while others live isolated from humanity. Just call him Sincerity? Okay. Yeah, I apologize if I mispronounce. That's quite neat. Well, you know Dr. Lucio, right? We work for him. He has a huge picture of himself on this very wall. Look at that moustache. The bald head and the mutton chops together are an interesting mix. Oh yeah, he's the owner of the clinic. He hired both Sincerity and the other doctor to work for him as doctors, and then me as secretary. He's average. Wouldn't hurt a fly. Kinda quiet though. Yeah, why? You remember when he was asked by the civilian police to come with them for questioning? It's more that if I don't have like time to linguistically prepare for pronunciations, like I'm not particularly great at. Like some of them I can do, but I need to get myself in the headspace of like, where are these words coming from and how do I need to change my pronunciations. But thank you for letting me know. If there's any that I get wrong, again, please let me know. Oh yeah, that was the thing. It appeared they needed help to identify something on some corpse. Yeah. Do you remember those corpses that were found without their organs on a beach? It was all over the news. Oh right, that's why they called him. One of the victims was one of our patients, and that was quite sad. Then the civilian police asked him to go help them, and he stayed an awful amount of time with them and even said they interrogated him. Wait a minute. I do, why? The fear in my voice is obvious. Well, you see... Oh, come on, not that. Please don't say what you're going to say. Turns out that Dr. Lucio is a serial killer and he was responsible for those deaths and others. About 73 others in total and 123 people. Essentially, he's the biggest serial killer in hospital, beating Andre Chicaltio for the top spot. That's... Wow. Fuck. That was unexpected. He says this in a rather cheery tone. No. No? No. Anyway, the clinic will stop working tomorrow. The civilian police will come here to look for any clues and stuff, and I don't believe we'll be reopening. God damn it. That was the last thing I needed. How can I pay for college now? My bills, food, HRT, and other meds? My dresses? So I lost my job. You did. You'll have a next month's salary, however, and I have a proposal. What? My sister. Well, the daughter of the human that took care of me. So basically a sister. My human sister, yes, that's a better term. We'll move on to one of my houses because of some personal reasons. Not far from Pania, and I'll need someone to watch the house for a week, from Monday to Sunday. I'll pay you the same amount as you receive as your salary. That's very generous, and at least have some to support a bit. Wait, you are paying that out of your pocket? Yes, take this as 2 months of severance, and with your skills, I'm sure you'll find a nice job soon. Not with this economy. I accept it. Thanks, boss. Oh, they're a nice demon. They dead name, but they're a nice demon. Just doing what I can. I'll leave some money so you can at least buy groceries during the week. There'll be a mattress there and all facilities are working. Got it. Can you pass me the details later? Check your phone later. Now get your things and you can go. I'll close the clinic. I nod and shake his hand. Sincerity was a good boss. He's a good man. Some instances of different mindset than humans aside, he's a good person, not only at heart, but everything. Thank you for everything, Sincerity. Thank you for your hard work, dead name. Ow. I really wish I was out to at least to him. I don't see. Why not? What could I lose, besides the house-watching gig? Seeing as this is my last day, I need to tell you something, boss. Anything. I'm transgender, and my name is Francois. He stares at me for a bit. Unfortunately, not telling me before was a wise move. The other doctors and some of our patients couldn't have appreciated a woman like you to have worked here. I, however, see no problems, but alas, I'm not the owner of this clinic. Sorry for having used the wrong name, misgendering you, Francois. It's okay, boss. You didn't know. He nods. Not an excuse. However, as I said, get your things and you can go. I'll do the same, then close the clinic. Sincerity's a good boss. We need these sorts of bosses. Can we have more like them? Good luck, Francois. Also send me any questions about the house in Syrio. I nod and start to gather my stuff. So that's a wonderful way to do it. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. Well, sorry I gave you the wrong name and sorry I misgendered you. Let's move on with our lives. That is how you deal with that sort of stuff and how it should be dealt with. It's all done in about half an hour. I never had that much stuff on my work desk. Nothing personal anyway. I did leave pens, a notebook to take notes, some post-its, but nothing personal like a photo I would look at sometimes. It's somewhat sad in a way, but not really in another. Some would say that I have nothing in my life right now, nothing that I would deem important to bring with me, like a picture of some occasion that made me happy, for example. They aren't wrong. Others would say that I just have to leave my personal and professional lives as separate as possible. That I don't like when work invades my off-work time, that I don't let personal issues affect my work. They aren't wrong either. Still, I don't see that as a bad thing. I never told boss, Sincerity, that I'm trans, because for one, wasn't sure I could keep my job, and from what he told me, I'm right to believe that. However, it was nice to know that, let him know at least, he's nice in accepting me. He was a good boss, and he's even paying for this house-watching gig, in his sister's stead, even from what it seems. I haven't noticed, but the neighborhood is quite nice during the afternoon. When I usually get out at night, it's just too dark. Maybe because all the trees around. I would say a rich neighborhood. I am choosing to skip the names rather than butcher them, so I apologize. Don't worry the history of it, but I'm certain that all these houses belong to the elites of the 30s or something like that. Even so, it's a good place to be. It's nice, chill, tons of trees, and the delicious smell of someone making some greasy food. I look to my right and find a pastellaria. Pastellaria? I've never noticed this place. Oh, they might close at night. Smart move. I really could go with a pastel now. And Nomad gave me money. Well, the money is for me to buy ingredients for tomorrow's lunch, but a snack wouldn't hurt anyone, right? After buying a pastel, I go and heading to the bus stop. It was only a question of minutes to get on the bus. Thankfully, because of me getting home earlier than usual, I'm able to take a mostly empty bus and take a seat. Time to get comfortable. This will be a long trip as always. I take the bag with the pastel and take a bite of it. Still warm? Is it just as delicious as I expected? Greasy goodness. Okay, now I need to find out, what that is because it sounds delicious. Oh, that looks good. Okay, so... Okay, so it's like a pie. Okay, that looks really good. Okay, it's a thin crust pie. Nice to know. Now I'm hungry. Thanks for the money. Kinda? Can you describe it? Super good. Like, I love eating greasy food is good. Like, I love trying pretty much everything. Thanks for the nomad. I'll make your favorite tomorrow. Broccoli and rice. And maybe add some chicken to it. I hope she likes it. The rest of the week passes in a flash. Classes, tests, presentations, the usual stuff. Making food for me and Nomad is not that much work. I like cooking, so having someone eat my food is a good thing. I just wikied it. Yay, welcome back. Yeah, we're just talking about pastels, which are a Portuguese pastry, which, according to Wiki, is like a thin crust pie that looks a bit like an apple, a McDonald's apple pie, but it's just filled with meat and vegetables and rice and vermicelli and stuff. And I'm suddenly really curious to try one. And while Nomad is not much of a critic, everything is good, she says, but I'm certain she didn't like the carrot stew I made on Wednesday. Still, she missed class saying Alex was all too content in eating her food. I made carrot stew again, but then added some potatoes, so just a stew. So when are you going? This Sunday, actually. Wasn't it Monday? Yeah, but then Sincerity called and asked if I could be there Sunday afternoon. He added some more cash as a reward, so I'm going there Sunday. Huh. What's the deal with that anyway? So that house was his, but his sister is divorcing her husband, but the guy is pretty awful, so he'll give the place to her. Nice guy then. He's paying you a bit more than your salary, is it? He is. At least I'll have some time to get a job, I hope. You'll get one. I'll help you out with some gigs. Thanks, Alex. What will you do about class, though? She forgot about the presentation week, didn't she? Well, nothing. We don't have class next week. We don't? She did. No, Alex. We don't, because... Come on, take a hint. I don't know. Because next week is presentation week. You either come in to see special guests doing talk about whatever, or you don't come in and take care of your life. Okay, that sounds pretty useful. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Maybe I should do something with my girl. Maybe. Have you and Nomad talked? About this supposed liking we have for each other? No. Actually, she's been pretty distant this week. She's been quiet. She's not focusing. You talk to her and she might not hear you. The worst part is that she's this serious expression she had. You noticed too, huh? Yeah, maybe she's going through some bad times, but nothing I can do to help. I tried talking to her and all she did say was, you know, the usual. That was very, very suspicious. No helping and asking either. She just ended up not answering our questions. We can still help her though. How? My throat is killing me. I think we're slowly reaching the other. I need to start capping these sessions at like 2.5 hours, because that's when my throat starts to die of reading all the visual novels. I need to start finding more games that actually are narrated. That is not a call against VN makers. Voice acting is a huge task, and not a lot of VNs are voice acted for that reason. Her mood will improve in a flash, and it must be me because she likes you, dumbass. I'll give you an example. One of these days I was getting it home, I was absolutely fuming. I was pissed beyond belief. All I wanted was to get on my bed and sleep the rest of the night off. But just as I was arriving home, my girlfriend gets out of the elevator. She sees me, I see her, and she smiles at me, walks to me, holds my hand and said, I was thinking of you. Bam. Mood improved, instantly improved. That must have felt really good. Being loved must be good. I don't see how that helped you, nor how that will help Nomad. It's a bit of a lie. I think I know why, but not really. Are you for real? No one ever greeted you with a smile on their face? No. Anyway, just go and do that to Nomad. She'll be happy. Count on it. No. I try to smile at Alex. Alex blinks and then giggles. We keep trying a bit and talking a bit after and eventually head home. The rest of the week passes by in a flash when I realize it's Sunday. I'm in the middle of a predicament, however. For some reason, I decided that spending a week away from home would be a nice opportunity for me to go around dressed with feminine clothes. And by that I mean right now I'm dreading leaving my apartment in a navy blue dress, black stockings, very comfortable shoes, a wig and makeup because I'm a moron. But why not change when you get there? Excellent question. I know that I should be doing that, but I also don't want to. And part of me doesn't want to. I can't bring myself to do it. Why the hell does this of all things make me happy? I hate it and I despise it very much. Internalized trans issues are very difficult to deal with. And still I can't bring it to myself not to feel comfortable in this, nor can I bring myself to not feel happy. When I look at me in the mirror when I'm like this, I hate all of this and I curse myself as I force myself to leave the apartment. No one is around and I take the bus without much trouble. Some people are looking funny at me. What's their problem? Never saw a woman before? Or maybe they're just too shocked with my beauty. I wish. People are awful and the fear I feel them has never been this bad. Yeah, Francois is the internal transphobia, the character. Like, this sort of shit is, like, this sort of stuff is really difficult to deal with. Like, for so many trans people, it's been like that. Like, Francois is pretty much how I felt at 16 to 19-ish. When I was like, part of me knew I was trans, but I didn't want to acknowledge it because, like, all you saw in the media, and this was early 2000s, mid 2000s. So, like, all you saw in the media, and I was in a pretty rural area, was negative or fetishized to fuck. Like, internalized transphobia in those situations is really hard to deal with. There's too much of a chance of something happening to me. Granted, the chances of it being violent are very few. It's broad daylight. Chances of violence mostly happen at night, but that's not what's making me fear it. The problem is the humiliation, the comments, the insults we've hurled at me. It's awful. Well, I'm justified in my overwhelming fear of people, and specifically men, and what they'll do to me, because in the end, they'll always do what's worse for you. I fear the old ladies and the disgusting deterioration of their minds. Not only are their bodies becoming something decrepit, disgusting, and not worth a look, so are their minds. How much hate for them then? Put all your feelings about being trans on Francois. I still felt like that a lot. Yeah. Brains being dumb brains is what they do. You are valid. You are wonderful for who you are. We have trans pride around here. We have a lot of trans pride. I hope that I don't become like them when I grow old and decrepit. I say to myself as a wasted skin old lady rambling around. You're good people, the lot of you. I love you all. Something, I don't know. She's old and rambling, probably about why she shouldn't be dressed like this or something about this generation. Why is she rambling about gay people? Do you see why I hate old people like this? At least the bus trip doesn't take an eternity as I leave as quickly as I can. And with it I'm here, opening a door to a house that's not mine and finding sincerity. He's staring at me. Coming here like this was definitely not a good idea at all. I'm sorry, but this is private property. I suggest you leave before I entail all kinds of murder on your body. Oh, he didn't notice it was me at all. Maybe I passed pretty well, or not. Still, I'll take this as a victory. Sincerity. It's me, Francois. Oh, please forgive me. You humans are so alike that I make this mistake sometimes. Also, I've never seen you with hair this colorful. It's okay. Well, I'm here. Yes, you are. Shall we start? Yes. I love all like the paint work where there've been pictures and couches and stuff and all the marks are still there. It's like this house has been here forever and the couch has been there forever and the paintings have, and so the paint's faded. Alright, so for your convenience I'll inform you there is a bakery and a supermarket nearby. Just follow this street and then move right. After there'll be an intersection, you move left and there'll be a mall. It's a good mall, or so I've heard. Now for the house. The house is very simple from what I'm looking at from Sincerity's explaining. One bedroom that contains a mattress, a living room, and a kitchen with a table for meals. A bathroom and somewhat big garden for a backyard. It even has a porch and a grill. Good for parties, he says. Sincerity. Yes? Do you have many pictures in here? You can see where the frames were, you know. I'm glad that I'm not the only one bringing it up. Yes, I did. Photography is a hobby of mine. It's very relaxing. Cool. Did you throw many parties here? Because you have a grill and all. I did a couple of times. Once for my niece's first birthday and once for the birthday of a human that raised me. You have a niece? Yes, I have. She's a teen now, with quite the metaphorical apple in my eye. A good kid, if somewhat quiet. She's going to live here with your sister, then? It's a complicated matter. There's a dispute about who'll have her custody. She chooses her mother, but now her father is using dirty tactics to overcome her decision. Get weird after this, but also gay. Good, that's what we're here for. I'm not stopping till we hit the gay. We want that, you know, the green area of gayness going on. My human sister, she had postpartum depression and she'll always have struggled with her depression, but she is well. She's always been well for years. And even so, her ex is trying to use that as leverage for an argument that she is not a fitting mother for a teenager, which is absurd. She is. Humans are fascinating. I'm sorry for her sincerity. I am also. She went through a lot and doesn't get a metaphorical break. I pity her. And I can't even help her as much as I could before, while losing my job. Hope he can find a job soon with his sister as well. From what he told me, the divorce is being very messy and he fears for his sister's safety. Still, there is still much still to be done. Do you have any other questions, inquiries? No, I'm good. I love that dress. It's such a pretty dress. Excellent. Then I'm going. I'll be back Sunday at the afternoon to take the keys. Alright, until then. And Sincerity leaves through the only way Sincerity can, by going through the window. Don't ask me why. I take another look around the house. I quite like it. Nothing too extravagant. Good. I was never a fan of extravagant things. It's a good house nonetheless, and the mattress is comfortable. So after leaving my bag near it, I check if the fridge is working, if the toilet is usable. I decide to buy some food for the day. After a bit, I'm returning to the house with some bread, mortadella, cheese, and coffee and milk. It'll be enough for a couple of days. Unfortunately, it started to rain as soon as I step out of the bakery. Great. I'm not being sarcastic. Sure, it's inconvenient being here in the rain without an umbrella, but I love the rain. It just feels good. Aww. Much feels. The house is not far from here, and there's some trees to protect me from the rain. I should go, and that's what I do. Walking in the rain is just amazing. Aww. I have much the same feels. Then after a bit of walking, I see something. Someone, or rather something that looks like someone. It's on the middle of the street, and I get closer to it, and it's like a thing that reminds me of a corpse that is made out of an axe. It's walking through the street. This could be a demon, couldn't it? Demons are weird, specifically the ones that are normal like Sincerity. Well, at least it's alive. This is a good thing, I guess. I could try to communicate with it. If this is a demon that resembles a human, then it's probably similar to Sincerity, right? Hello? No response. Maybe it doesn't talk. Are you okay? I gesture to try and see if it understands that. It talks. This demon has such a raspy voice, as if trying to struggle to talk. I know you? The hell? The demon then transforms into Nomad of all people and she falls to the ground. Again. The hell? What do I do? Why is Nomad here? Why did Nomad went from demon to human? What's happening? What is reality? Oh, that's a question I have a lot. I sigh. There's not much I can do, especially in this pouring rain. All I can do is grab Nomad by the feet and try and drag her to the house. So much rain. This sucks. Rain is supposed to be fun times, not drag a heavy Nomad through the street times. Takes too much time dragging her, so now I'm soaking wet. Let's hope this dress is not ruined. Damn it. This whole process takes about an hour of what's supposed to be a 10-minute walk. Nomad's just heavy. However, we get into the house. It was hard, but I did it. After struggling a bit with the keys and the door, I'm able to drop her in the living room. Too bad there's no couch in here, because I would just crash her into it. I'm beat. I sit next to Nomad, who's still passed out, and start to look at her. She has some weird wounds all over her body. The upper right part of her body is mostly charcoal black. I touch it, it feels as if it were made of some kind of combination of iron, wood, and flesh. What's this? Part of her face are also like that. Maybe the neck and parts of her jaw. The uniform she's using is ripped, as if something took that by force and ripped it off. I also noticed her legs as well. Same thing, ripped off uniform, charcoal black legs. But her feet look like the ones from some animal. What happened to her? Maybe there was some chemical in the water and... No, that wouldn't explain the transformation. Not the ripped clothes. The transformation, that looked controlled as if by her will. She chose to do that. Still, maybe she can't control it well. Seeing that some parts of her body are like this. I should wait for her to wake up. I'll change clothes in the meantime. I'm soaked. After drying myself with a towel and while changing from my dress to yet another dress, I realized one thing. Oh, that's even cuter. If I'm soaked, so is Nomad, and she's passed out cold on the floor. Shit. I run to the living room, towel in hand, see Nomad is still there. I knelt down to her and start to try and dry her up. After a bit, I'm pretty sure I did all that I could, besides taking off her clothing, and I can't bring myself to do that. What happened, Nomad? Last Thursday, we were eating lunch, you simply thanked me and went on your merry way. Then none of your usual texts talking about weird thing you found on the street, no sending me stupid memes and me sending some even more idiotic ones to you, not even answering my messages of have a good night, like you always do. Nor did you send me your good day, let's fuck shit up messages on the following day. Then you didn't appear in class Friday and now it's Sunday, almost night, and you were here passed out on some house in the area. Maybe I was worried for you. Sorry, I can't understand most of my own feelings, few as they are. What happened? I find tears forming in my eyes and I start to clear them off my face. Nomad wakes up and sits down. She looks to one side, then the other. She looks at herself, clicks her tongue while looking at her own... Wow. Looking at her own arm, then looking at me. At first she doesn't recognize me. Then she starts to sniff around and... Dead now? Still a monster you, Theory. Oh no, I'm still dressed like a girl. I still have my wig on. Fuck. I breathe hard. Who? I don't know. I know no one with that name. Oh shit, my accent is slipping. Fuck. Why was I born and raised in that area? Shit. My nose doesn't lie. You are this name. Stop lying. I really don't know who you are, lady. Oh my god, everything about this disaster, especially my accent, years of training down the drain. I'm just a girl from around these parts. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Nomad gets closer. She looks deep into my eyes, sniffles around me and... Nah, you are. Why are you lying? You told me that you'll be going to a house on this area this week, and from the looks of this house, this hasn't seen people in a bit. Hence why you're here. I can't fight against her, can I? A groan leaves my mouth. I'm more than frustrated. This girl... Damn it. Okay, you won. It's me, Nomad. Ha! The nose always knows. Why are you dressed like this, though? I sigh. Time to get out of the closet. Again. Why is this a constant of life? Nomad, I'm a girl. She nods. Okay. This was not the reaction I was expecting. That is another way to do it. It's like, this is me. Okay. You like? I'm transgender. I'm transitioning from male to female. Oh, humans have that too? Damn, I was thinking like if you were gender fluid, but I didn't know humans had that, so you know. Wait, what did you mean humans have that too? Well, all the trans people I know are pseudo-demons, so I didn't know if humans could be like that. You're a rather silly and hateful bunch. Fuck. Why do demons get it, but humans have to fight for it? Humans can be gender fluid too. I nod. Cool. Humans are like pseudo-demons. Nomad. Yeah? What the hell is going on? Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, I'm a pseudo-demon. A half-demon, half-human creature. I sigh loudly. Right now, I'm in the middle of this living room, sitting on the ground while Nomad is taking a shower. Not after she went to the streets to find some backpack she hid somewhere, she gets soaked again. I throw her a towel and then tell her where the bathroom is. What's going on? What is reality? Anyway. Apparently Nomad's not a human, but a pseudo-demon. After a quick online search, I get the info I need. Pseudo-demons are a cross between human and demon. They show many abilities similar to those of demons, but just like a humanoid, demon can live in society. Some animals also have shown to be pseudo-demons. That's not all of it, of course, but it's enough for now. I don't think it'd be rude for Nomad to tell me some things, but one piece of info stirs up my curiosity. In Brazil, pseudo-demons aren't considered citizens nor humans, so they lose most of their rights, like access to the SUS, for example, and are made to be members of Secretarias de Exterminio de Deminos, or SEDS. Pseudo-demons are then eligible to be granted citizen status after a tenure of work. Oh great, you gotta work for your rights to be a citizen. Is Nomad not considered a citizen? And if I'm right, SEDS are responsible for hunting demons? But before I can finish my line of thought, Nomad sits beside me, a towel slung over her shoulder. That's a hell of an outfit. I would wear that. Oh, the public healthcare system there. Okay. Okay, yeah, you've got universal healthcare as well down there? Fuck yeah. Universal healthcare for everyone. For free. Seriously. There's one thing I really want to fucking see in this world. It's everyone getting universal healthcare for free. HRT for free. I'm like $5 for mine? Something like that? $5 for a month's worth? We don't get that we don't get the meds for free, but we get them heavily discounted compared to what they charge in America. That was a nice shower. She's wearing a new set of clothes instead of those she was wearing when I met her earlier. She sits by my side, her towel still over her shoulder and her hair still considerably damp. She starts to dry it. Should I ask? Maybe I should. What's your name? You aren't out at college, so I get calling you by your dead name, but now I think I can use your real one, can't I? Call me Francois. Sup, Francois? I'm your buddy Nomad. Fuck. That, please. More of that. I just want, like, I want to see more of this in games as well. Thank you, Tango, for this, but, like, I need more of this. I need more really casual, comfortable, positive examples of people coming out to each other. Because that is what we need. We need to make that the norm. And that is why we do games like this, because it's the norm. Or we want to make it the norm. She turns and smiles at me. I sigh and do the same. Then I will keep playing your games, Tangle. I sigh and do the same. Thank God nothing's changed. After Nomad finishes drying her hair, she puts the towel away and goes back to the living room. Still sitting by my side, her hair is a mess. Weird ass people is what we have around here. It's what we want. But it looks cute on her like that. What do I do? This is too awkward for me, at least. Her reaction is not what I expected at all. Offenses, insensitive questions, even outright violence from her part. But actual understanding? That's new. How do I deal with someone that accepts me outright? Non-trans people won't get this. Like, what if someone just accepts you outright? It's not something that many trans people come to expect, is that people are just going, oh, cool, that's who you are. Move on with life. And it's actually a bit of a culture shock, but it's what we want at the same time. It's like, maybe by making questions myself. So you say you're a pseudo-demon? Yep, know what that is? I scoff. Of course I know. Not before a quick search online, but she doesn't need to know that. Cool then, huh? She thinks what to say next. Any questions you want to make? There is one. You work for SED, right? She nods. Yep, the one I work for is Secretaria de Exterminio de Demonos de Ciudad do Rio de Janeiro. I have probably butchered so much of that, hence the reason I got quiet. I need someone else to say that for me so I can do it right. Or just SCDRJ for short. Then are you a demon hunter? She nods once more. I am. I finished my sentence a couple of years ago, but I'm still a hunter. What do you mean by your sentence? You probably know that as a tenure, but it's really a sentence, like in prison. Each pseudo-demon is given a sentence when they start at the SEDs. It can go from 30 years to 500 years. It varies. And each hunt you partake in takes time away from your sentence. From 1 year to 10. The most I saw taken away was 15 years. Yeah, I figured that'd be the direct translation for it. I'm just curious about how it sounds more than anything else like that. I do not think I know of the accent of that area. I can't think of one. Which is weird because, like, as I was saying earlier, a lot of the trans figures from the early 2000s are from Brazil. So you'd think I'd know those off my head, but it's Portuguese? It's Portuguese down there, isn't it? Showing my geographical ignorance. It has been far too long. This all seems unfair. If all pseudo-demons are made to have hunters, that means that even ones as nice and nomad have to risk their lives. How long was your sentence? About 200 years, but I got cleared of that, so I don't need to worry anymore. And any years I could get off, I give to others. Silly one where a lot of the S sounds like X. Oh. One day I'll have to have a listen to it. It's been a long time since I heard that accent in anything. It's not one that you hear a lot in Western movies, and especially not in Australia. I don't think there's a lot of... Actually, I used to live in an area with quite a dense Portuguese population, so I probably heard it a lot, but it was just normalized to me. I like this idea that they can give years to other people, like cut sentences off other people. It's very like her. And you know what? You asked a lot. I should too. Here we go. Let's hope for the best. I've noticed it for a while, but you and Alex have a secret. You told her you were trans and not me, right? I nod in response. She pouts a bit. Like, whom you tell is up to you, but is she upset by it? She's right. It's my choice who I out myself. However, she thought I would have told her if I told Alex. Why didn't you tell me? You don't need to answer if you don't want to. I was worried about your reaction, that's all. You never showed me or Alex your opinion on trans people, nor any reaction about it, so I just assumed the worst. I'm sorry. It's okay. Just letting it very clear. I support trans people and never do something bad to you. I would die before hurting you. You dying would hurt me, however. Your logic is not very efficient. Now I know I was actually scared of your reaction. I would be pretty sad if you... I can't finish the sentence. Even the thought of Nomad stopped being my friend because it makes me sad. Let's talk about some other things. Nomad, I know you wouldn't beat me or anything. It's just self-preservation. I get it. We got an awkward silence for a minute that I noticed that Nomad's hair is still a mess. Do you want me to brush your hair? Sure. And that's what I do. Nomad's hair is not silky, it's something else can't describe. It's soft and nice to the touch, but it also feels like an odd rag in a way. I could make a rope out of it if I wanted. Still, it's hard to deny that it's beautiful. Nice to the touch, smells good. Maybe I shouldn't be smelling her hair. Nomad's hair is pretty, that's it. I finish and Nomad messes with it a little, that it's just like she likes it, and she turns to me. Thanks, that felt good. Anytime you want. Why did I say this? She looks a little uncomfortable. Anything wrong? No, it's just... Can I stay here for a bit? Why does she want to be here? Maybe she can't be at home for some reason? Maybe there's a big rat infestation where she lives, and I know for a fact that she can't handle rats. I think they're rather cute, plague-ridden beasts. Still, they make her uncomfortable, and that's totally understandable. Well, I'll just stay here until next Sunday, but until then, sure. Great, I'll help you out with whatever you need, and I won't make a mess, I promise. There's not a lot of to make a mess with. I was assuming you would make a mess, but okay. Well, I did say her class notes somewhere, and those were messy, but nothing to assume she would be messy on her own. Anyway. Want me to show you around? We both look out the window and notice it's still raining a lot. Around the house, I mean. She smiles. Sure. The house is, just as mentioned, simple. One bedroom that contains a mattress, a living room, a kitchen with a round table for meals, a bathroom and a big garden, blah blah blah, all that. No bad like the garden from what I'm seeing. Not my type of thing, but I get why. She's always was the outdoorsy type. This place rocks. It seems that you like it. Yeah, that's like my dream house, you know? A small house with a big backyard? Yeah, I don't need that much stuff and I like gardens. Grow some vegetables, have a nice place to put your chair and chillax. I could even grow weeds here. Oh, weed here. There we go. My type of place. I giggle. It does seem like something she would like. What about you? What? Your ideal house, what's it like? Never thought about it. But better than I tell her something. You know, the usual. Any place fits, huh? Wish I knew. Yeah, any place fits. Nomad smiles at that. She really smiles a lot and sits down on the porch. I follow her lead. There's not much of a view, just a small wall and the view to other houses and some trees, but even so, the view is charming. Not pretty, not spectacular, not even something to write a home about, but it is charming. Like an old street dog that likes to rest its head on your lap. Can I ask you something? Sure. Did I ask some questions? Why not? Do you have parents? Oh, has this never come up between us? Does this usually come up? People just assume everyone has parents. Yeah, I do have parents. How is having parents like? You don't have parents? I had, but I was raised by my sister. Oh god, she's the niece. I can saw that word coming a mile away. I see, I'm sorry. I didn't think my experience with my parents would be a good example for you. Why not? My family's not that loving towards me. They aren't? Why? I sigh. How to explain this to her? It's just a collection of reasons. My parents, they always control me, what I should do, how I should act, what to think. She isn't the niece. Okay. It would be way too obvious if she was the niece, right? Got to a point where I wasn't allowed to answer questions made at me. I should let them answer questions for me. She the daughter? She was raised by her sister. Okay. Okay. God. Couldn't have friends, couldn't have hobbies. All I allowed to do was study for a future that I didn't want and live my life how they wanted. But it wasn't just for them. My aunts treat me like I'm a pet. Hell, that's even a nickname, the family's pet. My cousin is the worst, though. She always treated me the worst, especially when we're kids. Then she found out I'm trans. Now she's blackmailing me so she doesn't out me to everyone I know. And things for my parents all got worse after my mum discovered I'm trans. Sorry, Nomad. My family's not very good. I'm sorry, Francois. You don't deserve this. It's okay. You get used to it. I can't say I'm angry at them. I just... forget it. What? Say it. Sometimes I want to know how it is to feel loved, you know? Like how you see in shows and books. Alex told me the story about her girlfriend, how she greeted her with a smile, and I wonder if she felt loved. I hope she did. That must feel nice, don't you think? To feel loved, cared for. You want to feel loved, huh? Yeah. I turned to face her. It's not that I feel entitled to, not that I have a right to it. It's just something I want. I don't need to feel it to be happy, but it would be nice to know. Anyone would be fine, really. My preference would be a woman, of course, but anyone would be fine, really. Even a man, as disgusting as the thought is. I would even detransition if needed. I would live as a man if that's what it would take. I just want to feel loved. And as soon as I finish the sentence, I feel her lips on mine. I just stop looking at her and she lays me down on the floor. I close my eyes and just think. She stops and after a bit we're looking at each other. Why'd she do this? It felt good, but why? I would like more of it. I really wanted to kiss you now. Still do. Why? Why do I... Stop putting different punctuation after gayer. I have to keep improving it. That went gay very fast. Because I like you. A lot, actually. You want me to kiss you again? And if by reflex I just nod, please. I fucking blushed. That one part of the face was just the blush in the eye. That's perfect. That is an amazing shot. She's quick to act, and with one hand she cups my cheek and holds my hand with another and just goes for it. I close my eyes, too embarrassed to look at her. Cabron. Cabedon. Cabedon? The kiss feels good, feels warm. She tastes a bit like blood, maybe from her injuries earlier, but it feels nice and I don't know if I should be happy about it or not. In a way, this is my first kiss. Well, first kiss of a person I would like to be kissed by. And this is the first time someone said they want to kiss me. Am I happy? The kiss ends as quickly as it started, and all I'm doing now is wanting more of it. And once again, we stare at nothing while laying down on the floor. Feeling loved? I don't know. I truly don't know. But it felt good. Cool. Anytime. Thank you. We keep quiet for a bit, just staring at each other until... Hey, Francois? Yeah? You said things with your parents got worse after your mother found you were trans. How bad are we talking about? Can we not, please? It was more like a big event. A few things changed, but it happened. Well, when I was still living with my parents, I used to hide my things on my backpack, my meds, my doctor's notes, a dress. And then one day I was out. Don't remember why. My mum went looking through my stuff and she found it. She found it all. Later when I got home, she called me to her room and we had a huge fight over it. She asked me if I was using drugs, if I was a rapist, only bad things. Then I told her I'm trans. Please say that she was respectful and accepting of you. I wish. No, first she asked if I was a gay man. I told her no. Then it devolved into a stupid conversation about me not being a woman. She can't grasp the concept that I'm a girl and I like other girls. Well, she's right in that. I am not a girl, just a pervert in a dress. And that I would never be one. I would only ever be a man in a dress. This is hard and hurts and powerful. Then she went on to say that it's just a gay phase, and that once I met someone it would pass. Then she burned my dress on the stove and threw my meds down the toilet. I am probably going to call it at that. My voice is killing me, and things are starting to get into a rather heavy phase. I hope you'll understand. Please, people, go and get this for yourself. Go and get it and tip Tangled a bit. This is really good. I think I'm just in a space where it's a little heavy for me at the time being. But go check it out. tangledvirus.itch.io, and you'll go find Fran and the Demon Hunter. You'll find the start of something amazing. Go check that out. I'm just a little worn out now. 3 hours of... No, it's okay. Heavy is good. I like games that are heavy. And just 3 hours in and my brain is melting. It's a bit warm in here. Thank you to the creators of A Nightmare's Trip. Thank you to Tangled for making Fran and the Demon Hunter. Really hope you'll go and check it out. Coming up soon, this coming week, Time Patches and I are recording the first official episode of the Digital Diversity podcast. I hope you'll check that out. Today I just released the next episode of the blog interviews. Go check that out at nbkaiju.com. And I just finished the interview for As We Know It. Go check that out. I loved playing that one, and I highly recommend folks go check that one out as well. Next Digital Diversity stream will be week after next. And not sure what I'm playing yet, but there's still a lot to play. I will be finishing this one in my off time, when I'm in a less frazzled space. So let's see. Recording then. So podcast episode will be up the last Saturday of the month, I believe. For those who are not backers of the Patreon, there is a Patreon. Patreon.com/digitaldiversity. You can go, and if you want to chuck in a couple of bucks, if you can, that's all cool. If not, whatever works for you. Every little bit helps to keep the keeps the channel going and keeps everything going. Thanks to the awesome awesome KP3228 for all the gifted subs. That was wonderful. And I would be willing to squeeze in No Country for Straight People into next stream. Yuri, how about that? We'll do that as the last one for that stream. So yeah, this will go up on YouTube in the next day or so. And yeah, I think we're all good. Thank you everyone. You have, as always, made this stream what it is, and I really appreciate y'all. You're wonderful. You make this whole thing worthwhile. You are great people. Keep being who you are. Keep being proud of who you are. Go out and tell someone in your life that you're there for them and that you care about them. Until next time, look after yourselves, look after each other. Remember that you are not alone. And I will see you wonderful people next time. See ya, everyone.